The Haggis and Hockey Podcast. What the hell is that?
You're those two idiots that don't know what they are talking about. Nuggle Pogo in the pie. I love pie.
Hey, what's going on? Ogopogo and the Pie back for another episode of the Haggis and Hockey Podcast. A couple peckerheads. They're going to sit here and shoot the shit about some wrestling. How you doing, Pie?
Yeah, doing good, brother. How about yourself?
Doing good, man. Busy weekend. I'm wore right out.
Yeah, there's a lot of wrestling. A lot of fucking wrestling to watch.
Yeah, I'm achy. I had to use some icy hot. Put the heating pad.
Yeah. Had to get the old heat pads out. I'll tell you, it was rough.
It was.
To be fair, it was a good weekend of wrestling, though. I'll give them the due.
Hey, man, it was a good solid weekend. Starting off with SmackDown, ending with Raw, and of course the big SummerSlam in between. And fuck me, man. I don't know. I was more happy than I was disappointed. There was a couple spots that were a little lackluster, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll divulge into the well, I think everyone knows exactly what we're talking about when we're on about the low spots of SummerSlam, because there wasn't many. Wasn't many. No. Overall, it was what WrestleMania should have fucking been. End of story. And that's all. I think that's the reason they done it. They had to make up for WrestleMania did.
Well, definitely when it comes to Cena and Cody, I mean, they had a lot to make up for, man. And I think they hit it out of the park. That fucking match was just absolutely epic. But we'll get into that a little bit later on. Let's talk about what we won't go over the whole SmackDown card, but we'll talk about a couple high points, like that promo that Cena cut. I thought it was pretty fucking, it was due, and we all knew it was coming, but I was kind of surprised that they did it on SmackDown. I was thinking, what the fuck? So I wasn't quite convinced with it at first.
Yeah, but then when you watch, now that we've seen SummerSlam, it makes sense.
Oh, it totally makes sense.
It makes sense now, because I was in the same boat as you. I was kind of like, yeah, this is a weird time to do it.
Yeah.
It's a weird time to turn to face just before...
And honestly,
before SummerSlam,
we talked about Cody turning too, and I honestly thought when they were having the beers, when he brought the beers into the ring and they were gonna cheers, I thought it was gonna be a Stone Cold thing, and he fucking boots him and boots Cena in the nuts or something. I was totally expecting that.
Yeah, I was as well. Like when you seen the look on his face, like oh for fuck's sake, not again. But nothing happened. Like even on like SummerSlam when he, like you say, but yeah, it makes, once everything's been unraveled in front of us, it makes complete sense of why he done that promo on SmackDown. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, man.
After everything that happened on SummerSlam. So, but at the time, I was kind of, I think everybody was the same, going, this is kind of come out of nowhere. It's kind of come out of nowhere. But what I did love, I know we're skipping ahead again, but this is what we fucking do, deal with it, was when he came out of SummerSlam. And it was just the usual John Cena in the black and white. And then it kicked in. Yeah. And I was like, oh, dude, that was fucking well done. That was well fucking done. Because everybody thought, is he going to have his old fucking entrance again? And he did. He did. Him and Stu ran down the ring. That was a nostalgic moment seeing that shit again.
Yeah.
Like, even though Cena done it like fucking 4 or 5 years ago, but I remember him doing that shit 10, 12 years ago, you know what I mean?
Sure,
like
man.
It was,
from top to bottom, it was incredibly well produced, incredibly well written, and you got to give these guys their dues, man. Fuck me, it was probably one of the best matches I've seen in recent memory.
I think it's one of Cena's best matches ever,
for sure, man, sure,
without a doubt. But like I say, we're cutting forward and shit like that. Yeah. That's what we'll fucking do. Deal with that shit, right?
Exactly.
Like I say, we weren't going to be going over all the SmackDown match by match, because there wasn't much point, because we're going to go right on to SummerSlam, and the majority of matches from SmackDown was just a lead up to SummerSlam.
Yeah,
basically.
Go home show,
that's all it fucking was. But I mean, SmackDown overall was a good show. Like,
it was pretty solid.
I'm trying to fucking remember. It's been about 10 hours of wrestling ago, so I need to try and remember this shit.
Well, we had the Cena promo. Well, actually, we started off with the Jelly Roll and Randy Orton and McIntyre.
Yeah.
And we talked about
Yeah, that's right.
McIntyre made it back to the U.S. And like I said to you, man, I still think that's a bit of just a fucking him screwing around. Like I said, man, he's traveled the world how many times? He knows that he needs a fucking passport. He has to.
Well, he's been in this business now for close to, well, professionally, he's been in it for about 30 years. Because he went professional like 16 or something.
Right.
So he's been in the business for 30 years. He has been in every continent in wrestling. Like, because when he was off, when he left WWE the first time, he was out doing indies and he was in like ICW over in Scotland again for a long time. He helped build that back up. He was in Japan. He was fucking everywhere. So he traveled, right?
You know what?
And you
almost
can't tell me that he didn't fucking know. That's how it was so like. I remember when we were speaking about it when I was like, dude, I just found out why he's not getting to let back in. He left his. I was like, fuck off. He didn't leave his fucking passport. I was like,
No.
how did he get there? How did he get there if he didn't have a passport?
because
you're not telling.
I'm
me
almost
that
thinking.
in this.
Go ahead. Sorry, buddy.
No, I was just going to say, you can't tell me in the States you can fly with a picture of a passport to the UK.
Exactly. He knows that. He's been back and forth how many fucking times?
But how did he get to the UK if he didn't have his passport? That's my theory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That makes so fucking sense.
So I think,
dumb.
to be honest with you, man, I wouldn't doubt that he was like in New Jersey when he posted that fucking thing or something, or on his way. He was in Nashville or something. He was probably in the U.S. when he posted
Either that or
video.
it might have been the case that he got given permission to extend his stay a bit longer so he was able to miss Raw without any backlash. And they just went, fuck it, let's have a laugh about it and you might not show up and that'll make him. You know what I mean?
That makes more sense.
It makes, I think that makes... I understand it why, but yeah, it was weird. It was fucking weird, dude. Out of the reasoning why he couldn't make it was he left his passport. I was like, could you not have thought of something like a bit fucking, a bit cooler than I left my passport at home? You know what I mean? It's like,
I forgot my homework.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like he brought his Claymore on board and they decided to fucking arrest him and some shit like that. You know what I mean? Come on. But yeah.
But a little quick rundown. We had Julia DeVito and Zelina Vega, which, that show's got to stop. And I think I got to talk about something else later, a little theory I got going on that would make sense. But so
a little Austin theory?
A little Austin theory, maybe, yes. Stone Cold Steve Austin theory.
That's long lost child.
AAA tag teams, Las Garza versus Mr. Iguana and Psycho Clown. That was a fucking great match, man.
That was so good, dude. See when that music hit and I was like, oh, yes. Like, because I mean, these guys are massive in AAA. Like, Psycho Clown's probably like, he's basically the equivalent of what Cena was for the last 10 years to AAA. Like, he's been the guy.
Yeah.
And Iguana's just
what a card that guy is, man.
He is, he's just one of those guys that just come around once in a blue moon and it just clicks and people love it.
He did have a botch there for when he was up on the top rope that I was you just don't notice that because he's usually so goddamn smooth, but he just had a bit of a misstep there.
Yeah.
But what a great fucking match. That was awesome. I really enjoyed that one.
It was good as well because it got Los Garza were able to show as well what they could do in a complete lucha match as well. Because those guys are fucking talented guys, dude. Like,
and I'm gonna be honest, brutally honest here, and I think we'll talk about it as we get into SummerSlam too. But I honestly thought that this match could have probably replaced the Sammy and Karrion match. Well, there's another one that I thought they could have fucking replaced. But
there's another one that could have fucking replaced.
Damian Priest. No, go ahead. Sorry, buddy.
I was just going to say fucking Mae Young against fucking the Dudley Boys. Replaced that shit.
Damian Priest defeats Aleister Black. I thought that was actually kind of a pretty good match, actually. They're starting to put together a pretty good story, these two.
And I'll be intrigued to see if they're going to go into like the Aleister Black mind games because he used to be known for that back in the day.
You were mentioning that,
like Taker kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like he would just random mind games. I would be interested to see if he's going to start doing that shit, which would be good to see. And it'll be hopefully Damian Priest can come out of his shell and figure out what the fuck he is finally.
I think he's starting to show some signs of that. I mean, I kind of was like, hey, I didn't actually mind watching this, you know?
Yeah, hold on. I don't hate watching Damian Priest anymore.
it wasn't too bad. He's kind of like you
I've
said.
always
He's got to find
he's
his
a good
spot,
wrestler.
man.
I've
Yeah.
always said, dude, he's a good wrestler. He's a very good, talented wrestler. I'm never taking that away
But
from
his
him.
gimmick is just sucking, man.
His gimmick is just dog shit. Like,
Yeah.
because when he first came about, it was Damian Priest, and it was like this Taker-like feel, right? And
Yeah.
it was like he had the good side and an evil side. That's what the wings were about. Because he had one wing that was always in flames, and one wing was like angelic, right? It made sense, right? That's cool. He's this kind of guy, and it worked for a long time, especially when he was going against like Finn Balor when Finn was Demon Finn. When those two were going together opposite each other, when that was going on, it was phenomenal. It was brilliant, but. Then it came in and he kind of went away from that. And then it went from like he's this fucking hardcore street fighter from Puerto Rico. And it's like, okay, so if you're a hardcore street fighter, why are you still dressing like the Taker?
Yeah.
And I just like, you need to figure out your shit to find your niche. Like, you can't expect fucking the writing team to do everything for you. You need to do some shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Bianca Belair, who makes all her shit top to bottom. Like, that shit was fucking crazy.
That is.
I was like, what? Fucking hell. It's not like she wears some easy fucking looking shit. Her shit's always intricate as fuck.
Oh, see, yeah, that's right, too. You said you watched Unreal over the weekend, too, eh?
Yeah, me and the missus watched Unreal, all 5 episodes,
so
man.
now you know what CM Punk really stands for.
Well, I told...
The CM.
Yeah, the CM. Yeah. I told you that, dude.
No, you got it wrong.
No, but that's not what it stands for. It originally stood for that.
It stands for Crying Man.
Crying Man Punk. I know.
Fuck, that's all he did on that fucking show was cry. I couldn't wait to talk to you about it.
Honestly, it's funny because D was like that. So why do you hate him so much? Schwash went, oh, I could see why.
Yeah, look at him.
yeah. Fucking, all he does is fucking complain.
Dude, I can't wait till we get to that spot in SummerSlam because I got so much to say about that. Fuck, it was hilarious. Anyways.
Yeah, it was so good.
So what, I thought that this story is really starting to come together. Damian Priest is starting to maybe form some kind of identity. But Aleister Black, man, I am super impressed with that guy. I love that guy. He's just such an awesome character, man.
Again, he's one of these guys, he just looks effortless on what he does.
Yeah.
Whether it fucking doing moonsaults off the top rope and all this kind of shit, it's just effortless.
Yeah.
It's just, honestly, like I say, I've always said it for a long time. In this generation, he's one of my favorite wrestlers in this generation by a mile.
Oh, fuck yeah. He's very cool, man.
He's just cool as fuck, dude. He's got his own persona and he always has, and it works. And he's just one of these guys that, like I say, he's not a heel, he's not a face, he's fucking Aleister Black. And there's very few people that's been able to do that. Like Bray Wyatt done it perfectly. Obviously, Taker's the king of that shit.
Yeah.
Like Taker was never Taker was a heel for a while when he did his American Badass. He went full heel, but that was like 6 months out of a fucking 40+ year career. You know what I mean? It doesn't really count. But no, it was a good match. I'm intrigued to see where it's going.
Behind him, like he's mysterious, and you just don't know what's gonna happen. And that's what I think draws. But technically, he's fucking phenomenal as well.
Yeah, he's the full package, and WWE could take him as far as they want. Like I say, if he's not a future world champion, man, then it's a fucking shame because he easily could be a world champion all day long.
Yep, for sure. Then we had the whole Pee Wee Tonga and Jimmy Uso. And then the cage came down, and I don't know, that whole thing has got to fucking, they got to pull Fatu out of that, man. This is killing him.
Yeah,
this is killing his motivation. He was just on such an upswing, and now he's just kind of leveling off here, and he's going to go the same way as Solo, right? Like,
I think what they need to do is move him to Raw.
Something.
I think they need to get him out of SmackDown and get him away from that bullshit and put him on Raw. There's so many guys you can go up against on Raw, which would be fucking great matches.
Yeah.
And I think there's more opportunities for him on Raw, whereas at the moment SmackDown's just fucking everything's kind of taken, you know what I mean? Like he has to go against US champ, that means he has to go against Solo again and all that shit, so he can't really do that again. He's not going to get a look in for Cody's title anytime soon because there's so many storylines going on there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get him over to the other side, you've got Intercontinental Championship. Yeah, AJ and Dominic have got a little thing going, but that's not going to last for long. And then you've got Seth, who basically is fucking anybody's game at the moment. We'll get to that as well, but you know what I mean? So So yeah, like I say, I think he needs out just to get away from the whole MFT bloodline bullshit. Just get him out of fucking SmackDown.
Yeah, they got to do something with him because he's totally losing that momentum, man. Well, let's move on to SummerSlam then. Night 1, man. What a banger way to start the show with Jey Uso, Roman Reigns against the Braun Brawns.
The Braun Brawns.
What a fucking great match.
Good match.
It was
fucking really good match, and I was like that when I heard the music play. I'm like, dude, they're starting this shit first again. Like
wow.
I don't know what it is, but whenever Roman's on a fucking card and it's not a world title match, he goes first.
Yeah, and then when he's the champ, he's always closing. He either opens or closes. It's always that way.
Yeah.
But what a fucking match, man. I mean, these guys put it on it, and Braun Breaker hit that table pretty goddamn hard and fucked up his knee there, it looked like. But he seemed all right last night.
Fuck, he did this fucking 40-meter sprint in 3 seconds down the fucking walkway last night. So I think he's good, dude. I think that was. Right. I think he just tweaked it
like a Charlie horse. I seen
the footage of him hobbling to the backstage, like off the side of the stage. Basically, it was like fan taking video on a phone or some shit.
Yeah,
and he was getting helped by Heyman and Bronson. And he was hobbling badly, and I was like, "Oh fuck, man! Don't tell me he's injured himself."
I know. I just
that's the last thing this guy needs, because he is just there. He's fucking there.
Yeah.
But luckily, last night when I seen him, he was fine. He looked like there was no issues whatsoever. Yeah. He wouldn't be running and jumping about like he was last night if he had even a tweak. You know what I mean?
Well, apparently on the meet and greet after SummerSlam, apparently he had to sit in a chair and shit like that, and.
Yeah, I think he just tweaked it. He was just having ice.
They probably just told him to keep the weight off it.
Yeah, just precautionary.
Yeah, for sure, man. I agree. But yeah, incredible way to open the show. And one thing that I found kind of interesting, I mentioned it to you too, how Roman pushed Jay out of the way a couple times there, especially on that big spear at the end there. And I wonder if there's going to be something come out of that down the road. Well,
what I found strange was, again, we're skipping ahead, but again, deal with it. Obviously, I agree with we were talking about this before when after we were watching shit, we were speaking to each other, and I was agreeing with you there. But what I found interesting last night was Jay was nowhere to be seen.
Yeah,
and I wonder if that's going to come out, and they're going to try and do a Roman Jay fucking slow feud down the line.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because it was one of these ones that was Roman came out last night, obviously, and Jay was nowhere. I was like, okay, well, Jay's music's going to hit pretty soon. When Bronson was waiting to do the first tsunami, Jay's music was going to hit, and I was just waiting for it, and it was nothing. And I'm like, okay, interesting. Where the fuck is Jay? Because it made no sense for Jay not to show up and help Roman.
Yeah.
Just in general, after what they've been through. So I think there might be I think Roman might have a little dig with Jay on Raw next week about where the fuck were you, or Jay will be, oh dude, you all right, and blah blah blah, and Roman will be fucking short with him. You know what I mean?
They might even stretch it out a little bit and do little jabs like that here and there, because I'm thinking it's looking like we're jumping way ahead again, but it's looking like a triple tag team here.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
But anyways, great way to start the show. Fucking thought that was something of note, and we'll have to see what happens and how that all plays out. Well, we kind of got a bit of a taste of it on Monday on Raw, but...
Yeah, we'll see where it goes from there.
Well, before I go to the next one here, let's give credit where credit's due. Cardi B being the least used celebrity in friggin' WWE.
I was going to say, dude. I was like, for someone who'd written a song for the thing and that next thing, I was like, is she even here? And then you see them once.
I'm not a Cardi B fan at all, but
dude, they all sound the same. They all sound the same to me. I couldn't tell you.
And even the spot they gave her was a bit of a waste.
I know. It was weird. It was a weird. I don't know. I think they were too scared she might say shit that she shouldn't say or something. I don't know.
Just say this and get the fuck off the stage.
Yeah, I think they were scared she was going to drop some bombs that she shouldn't be dropping on Netflix, and they were like, right, let's just give her as little time as possible. So yeah. But it was interesting.
Well, let's go on to another killer match here. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. They defeat the Judgment Day, Roxanne and Raquel to get the tag team
match,
champions.
dude.
That was a great match.
Fucking match.
And I love the little teases at the end there too with Charlotte. After Alexa hit her, and the camera angle was just perfect. It looked like Charlotte was setting up for a boot to Alexis there, but
yeah.
So that little tease was pretty awesome. I think they're doing a great job with this whole story with these two.
Oh, dude, I'm loving this tag team, and like we were saying before, I just hope they keep it going for a good while. I hope this is a tag team for I say a good while, I mean a couple of years. Like I want this tag team to be together for a couple of years, and for them to have proper, make a proper story of this, and like I said, they could become the female version of DX.
Yeah,
like they've got that kind of
vibe.
That vibe together already, dude. Like they've got that vibe together already, so I think it'd be hilarious. And you've seen it again. We're skipping ahead, but you've seen it again on Raw when they came out and Alexa Bliss's music hit just before fucking Charlotte's pyro was going to go off, and you heard Charlotte go, "Fuck my pyro," you know what I mean? And she looked back, but then they had a laugh and they walked down and they were fine. But it's shit like that. It's little things like that you're picking up on, and they're giving Charlotte a personality which people are liking.
Yeah,
I know, like Michael Cole and that were commenting on it, but like the crowd have definitely turned in Charlotte's favor, and they're giving her the respect she deserves.
Yeah,
she does deserve it because they're making her likable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they had to do something, and I'm glad they did in the way it's going. I think it's a great story, man. I think they got it, like you said, they got to keep that going for quite a while. They'd be just a indestructible force. It'd be kind of cool to see them just go through with a big reign, because that's they need to put a little bit more polish on some of these ladies' titles too,
Oh, without a doubt. But I think all the timing that's all come together with Unreal, and how there was a whole segment on Charlotte and it showed her in this light that she was human. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That she's just the same as anybody else, and how much the business means to her and how much she's put into it. So I think with that and this, everything together, like it's just built up into what it's become now. So it's the timing on everything has been perfect for Charlotte, basically.
I agree, man. All right, Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross.
Skip this match, please.
Yeah, man. I
skip this match because that's Karrion's last match on WWE, dude.
Yeah, he's done. I know. His
and then he said it himself. He said it himself. He was like, "Well, that's that then." He's supposed to be either GCW or TNA.
Yeah.
So
unfortunate, man. I don't know what went wrong there.
I don't know, dude. There's something was going on in the background, and
there's something personal.
There's so much backlash happening, like in the WWE universe, and like I've read so much about it, and over the last couple of days. And like every big WWE like streamer and YouTuber and podcaster, they're all saying the same thing. What the fuck? Like what are we not knowing that's going on here?
Oh, the whole
because
IWC.
He's done everything. He's done everything. He's done everything they've asked for and more.
Yeah.
And it's still not enough. So it's like, regardless what he was going to do, was he never going to get the new contract and get put in the limelight? I think this is going to be one that they're going to really, really bite themselves on.
Yeah,
it's going to be another Kenny Omega. Like I don't think it's going to be obviously it won't be as big as Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega is one of the biggest. But I mean, it's going to be that kind of thing that WWE had Kenny Omega on the roster for a little bit, didn't use him, went nah, can't really find a place where you let him go, and he became one of the biggest names in wrestling for 15 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying Karrion's going to have that kind of thing, but it's going to be the same kind of thing that they're going to regret not using him and letting him go, because he can go to AEW, dude, and be massive there. He can go to TNA and be massive there. He can go anywhere he fucking wants. Like basically, he can go anywhere he wants.
Yeah,
but I don't think he'll ever be back in WWE though. I think that's it.
No,
because he was a big name when he first came here. When he was a big name when he first came here, they just couldn't, and he was going for titles and stuff, and then they just fucking axed him, and that's when he went away, and then he came back, and he had an even bigger following, and then they've done the same fucking thing. So there's something in the back that something's been going on, that we don't know about.
Yeah,
and
you
probably
never know
won't
what his
about
attitude's
until-
like. You never know.
Well, exactly.
It could just be a thing that he rubs people the wrong way or something like that. You know what I mean? It's hard to say.
I don't think anything's going to come out until he gets released and put somewhere else.
Oh, then he'll shoot the shit out of it.
He'll shoot the shit out of it, but then I think WWE or people from WWE will also they'll make statements about it as well and give us a picture.
Yeah.
But there's something going on big in the back that it just makes no sense to me. It's like, if you're not, why give him this limelight into SummerSlam and stuff if you know you're not going to renew his contract? That's what doesn't make sense to me. It's like, if there's such a big thing going on between them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just doesn't make any sense the way they've done it. Is if you're not renewing his contract and you're doing this whole thing like saying that it's not going to work, sorry, you're out. Why give him this big push just before he's away to leave?
Yeah.
And again, is this another ruse? Is it another thing that, like, is this all one big fucking thing that we're all being led down a rabbit hole thinking this is real, but it's an actual work? You know what I mean? I don't. Who the fuck knows anymore? Who the fuck knows anymore?
I guess we'll find out by the end of, because like I said, his contract is up at the end of the weekend. Scarlett, sorry.
Yeah.
And him. So we'll have to wait and see what happens probably next week.
Well, I'll be watching TNA and AEW and see if he jumps out somewhere from there.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Make sure you tune in next week if you want to find out what happened to Karrion Kross.
Yeah, because no one else, you'll never be able to find out unless you listen to us. We're the only ones that know.
No, that's right.
Me and KK go way back, so I'll give him a call.
Women's champion. Sorry, are you done?
No, I was just going to say it was a fucking lackluster match just for the fact
it was.
You could see Karrion was just like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah. It told a bit of a story there too with Sammy and his staying on the good side for now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I said, there was a number of matches on SmackDown that could have maybe taken this spot instead. But I think they had to clear up that story. Make sense to me. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird all around.
I think for Sammy's sake, they had to go with something, just to
no, I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
Why start the story in general? The news contract is running out in a couple of months. You know what I mean? That's what I don't get. Like, why start the story with them in general?
It's hard to say. Maybe he's just being stubborn on what they're offering, or maybe WWE's offering him fucking peanuts, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't. Like I say, we don't know.
We never know. And like you said, I wouldn't be surprised if next week we find out that he's back on TV and everything's hunky dory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he comes back through the crowd to join.
And he's not the only
join
one.
the Vision.
The Vision. Yeah, he's not the only one pissed off too. Apparently, old LA Knight's getting pretty choked about how he's being booked too.
Yeah, especially after Raw.
Yeah,
we're going to give you a title shot. Oh, fucking right. But we're going to get CM Punk to fuck you over.
Yeah,
and you're going to be in a fucking storyline with him, just fighting for nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Cheers. Thanks.
Yeah.
That's what I said though, dude. It's so saturated. The top end is so saturated. They need to.
Well, that's another thing that could be with Karrion too. They just don't know what the fuck to do with him because of all the other talents and shit he's got.
They need to make factions. They need to make factions to give storylines to a number of people at the same time that doesn't have to incorporate titles.
Yeah.
It's so simple. Or better yet, finally come out of the fucking 1900s and jump on the bandwagon like every other fucking wrestling company and make a trios championship. Every other wrestling company's got a trios championship. ROH has got it, AEW has got it, AAA's got it. Why do you not just go, right, you know what? It was a really good idea, actually, that they all have trios championships. We might as well just make one as well.
Yeah.
Bite the bullet that you didn't get the idea first and just fucking do it. You know what I mean?
Wow, WWE's always viewed themselves as the leaders, so why do what everybody else is doing,
Because it works.
Well, I know it works. We know that, but I'm thinking their attitude,
Bring back the Hardcore Championship. You know what I mean? Where did that go? It just disappeared.
Travis Scott has it, doesn't he?
Yeah, I don't know why he's fucking got it. Well, it disappeared when they went PG, but they're no longer PG anymore. So bring back the Hardcore Championship.
Yeah, man.
Have a bunch of people beating the shit out of each other with fucking baseball bats and fucking all that kind of shit. But yeah,
Anyways, well, let's talk about Tiffany and Jade now. When we were talking about this last week on our last podcast, there, I think we kind of both agreed that maybe it was ready. You know, they were going to probably put it on Jade because of the momentum she had going. But I honestly think that giving it back, making or keeping it on Tiffany was the right move. I still don't think Jade's just not catching on with the fans, and I just don't think. I think they're kind of giving up on her. And I was saying earlier about Julia. I think Jade and Julia would be a pretty good feud for a bit, and I think Julia would help Jade in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I could see that as well.
You know what I mean?
I could definitely see. Yeah, I don't think we got a single call of the championship, any of the championship matches right. I think we got them all wrong, dude.
Yeah, we were about 6 for 12. That's not too bad.
I think we got them. I don't think we got one right.
Well, here's the thing, though. If you remember correctly, we gave about 3 scenarios for each match, so we were bound to hit some, right?
Well, the only one we called was Seth not being injured and going to get CM Punk. We called that, right?
Yeah.
And Seth coming out as champion. But that is the only one we called and got right. Everything else we got wrong. We got badly wrong. We called fucking Cargill, which we're talking about now, and it was Stratton that came out on top. But like I say, I think because Stratton's still got this crazy fucking following that just isn't dying out.
Yeah. I mean, the whole story with her with the title is getting a little dry, but she does have that backing.
But it's that backing, dude. The WWE universe, they're just like can't let that go yet.
I mean, it's not Rhea level or anything like that, but she's got her own cult following.
I think also the need to have a proper heel to go against. Like, I think we're going to see a big heel turn in the women's division soon in SmackDown, because Nia Jax was on fucking NXT last week. So I don't know if she's going against Lash Legend. It looks like now. So I think Nia's going to be down there doing her shit down there now for a little bit.
Looks like it. Yeah.
So I think they're going to have to either turn someone, because there isn't many heels on SmackDown's women's roster anymore, because Naomi's now on Raw.
I still think
Nia's no longer there. So I mean, what other heels is there?
Well, I'm still thinking that Bianca's going to be coming back pretty soon, and I think we could see a heel turn from her.
Yeah, which would be good.
Yeah,
and Bianca is she's multiple time women's champion. Her and Stratton would be a very good match, actually. Her and Stratton would be a very good match, but yeah, that'd be good to see Bianca being a heel.
There were so many flops, and I mean, Jade was just too big for some of those moves. I mean, they just didn't work properly.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is Tiffany Stratton isn't the strongest upper body. She's extremely she's a former gymnast, so
yeah,
she's strong, but she's not what we're just talking about. She's not Bianca Belair strong.
No.
You know what I mean? Bianca Belair is an absolute monster when it comes to strength, and it's crazy because she doesn't look it whatsoever. Like, if you put Bianca Belair next to like Jade Cargill, say, right, and Jade Cargill is fucking ripped, right? Bianca could outlift her all day, every day, but you wouldn't fucking think it because she doesn't look fucking massive. You know what I mean? But I've seen Bianca lift up Nia Jax over her fucking head.
Yeah,
it's just fucking crazy. So yeah.
I think what it was for me was with thinking that Jade was probably going to get the title was just because of the upswing that she had, the Queen of the Ring, and
well, it made sense because she had this trajectory going up, and she was winning everything.
But
and she's really the only one about at the moment that's still active on the roster that is not worthy to be a champion, because they're all worthy to be champions, but that would make sense to be the next champion. You know what I mean?
She just can't carry that title. I mean, it would just be like it'd be a waste, really.
Yeah, she's her promo cutting needs so much work.
Well, and her in-ring work still. Like, she's improving. She's definitely, you can see she's trying hard, but
it's getting better. But I mean, you look at some of the women on the roster, dude, and she is leaps and bounds behind a lot of them. Even on NXT.
Yeah.
She's behind a lot of them on NXT.
Well, she's got to be kind of restricted as some of the shit she can do with her stature too, I mean, you see these little, these like that pop rocks and moves like that all these the smaller girls are doing, and I mean,
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it's not like she's fucking massive though.
No,
I mean,
I know. I don't mean like Andre the Giant type shit.
No, I know, but I mean, like,
if
you think about, like even like Lash Legend, say Lash Legend is a fucking giant. She's like what 6'7" or something like that.
Yeah.
In NXT, and the shit she could do, she wrestles fucking well.
True.
And same with Thingy Dame, Izzy Dame. Like she's about the same, but 6'5", 6'6", and she does some crazy moves. So I wouldn't say her stature's holding. Like I
don't necessarily mean her height and shit. I just mean the way she's built and
no, yeah, no, she's built like a brick shithouse. I agree. She's a bodybuilder stature.
It's kind of like, okay, I'm gonna compare it to like how Matt Hardy's wrestling these days. He's just kind of very limber when you're.
Yeah, it's like he's got a stick up his ass.
Just stiff as fuck,
Yeah, he's just. Yeah, but that's because Matt's been wrestling for
that I know.
years, jumping off and shit. What's she done? Jade Cardigle's had the longest match of like 13 minutes.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
She's like 25 years old.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, though. That's how she moves, though.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like there's something not right there. It's like I don't think you should be a wrestler.
No.
Like, honestly.
But God bless her. Bless her heart for trying, for sure.
God loves a trier.
Yeah, that's right. All right, well, let's move on to the big Jelly Roll and Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul. Fuck, was I impressed with Jelly Roll, man.
Dude, I honestly, see as that match kept going, I could feel how fucking tired Jelly must have been. Because I was just tired watching that match, the amount of fucking bumps that boy was taking.
But he didn't give up. Like, I mean, the old...
That's what I'm saying, though. But, like, it was brilliant. Like,
when he was up on the ramp getting carried away and he tore away like the old Mick Foley and the King of the Ring in the cage that held the cellar.
Yeah, the look back. It's like,
I was so proud of him, man. Him and Logan carried that whole match, and kudos to Logan too. I'm not, how I feel about Logan, but fuck me, man. That boy can wrestle. I don't give a shit.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's the most annoying thing about the guy. Yeah. Like I've always said, see if he was just a mediocre wrestler, I could accept him.
Yeah.
The fact is, he's probably one of the most talented wrestlers right now, and by far the best wrestler I have ever seen in such a short space of time.
Yeah.
Like, because he's been wrestling professionally for what, a year? Like full time, a year.
Yeah.
And the shit he can do shit that people who have been wrestling for 15 years plus can't do.
Yeah.
And it's just fucking mind boggling. And that's the most annoying thing, because it's like, oh, if you actually put your mind to this, you could be one of the like better wrestlers in this generation. Like, because you're young as shit. He's not even 30 yet.
Yeah.
He could be, if he wants to be, dude, which he says he is, and I'm not saying he's not going to, but he could be around it for another 20 plus years. And people will forget that he used to be a YouTuber, which is great, which is fine, but it's going to be annoying that he's going to be like, we're going to be looking back on this in fucking X amount of years going, yeah, he's still a fucking cunt though. You know what I mean? It's just, that's what annoys me about him, is that I know how good he could be. Like he will be a world champion at one point. If he keeps full time, there's no doubt in my mind he'll be world champion, multiple time world champion, because he is that good a wrestler. He is. You can't take that away from him. There's very few people on the roster right now that are as gifted as he is.
Oh, for sure.
Which is the most annoying thing about it is, I would love it if he was just okay, but he's not. He's actually really fucking good at what he does, but he's an arsehole.
So Jelly wants to come back and do more.
I hope he does, dude. It's one of these ones though, it's tough, because with wrestling especially, you kind of have to be all in or not. You can't just poke your feet in now and again.
I think he should take his win and go home. They didn't win the match, obviously, but I think it was a big win for him based on his performance, and I think he should just take that and go.
Yeah. If he wants to get into wrestling, he could try and do management side. You can keep training and all this kind of stuff, and keep your weight loss gain going and all that shit. Great. And get into shape and stuff, and then now and again you can get involved in matches as a manager.
Well, dude, I went back after night one, and my mom went to bed. Andrea was sleeping, so I sat and I fired up SummerSlam 2024, and he opened the show, and fuck me, he was twice the size.
Dude, this, yeah. But then is he on? He could be on that fucking Ozempic stuff as well, which I imagine he probably is.
Well, either way, kudos to him, man.
He's lost over 200 pounds or some shit.
Yeah, over 200, yeah.
Yeah, and
but
it's like
kudos to the man, mad. You know. And a couple things that I see coming out of this is McIntyre and Randy a feud going. I'm pretty sure, but I also. There's a couple little instances there that kind of gave me an inkling of maybe Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul feud down the road too.
Yeah, because I've seen a couple of times like when Logan tagged in and stuff like that. Like Drew was looking at him going, "What the fuck are you doing?" And yeah, there was a couple bits there. Because you don't know what Drew's going to do. Drew looks after Drew. Yeah. Drew's got no friends, you know what I mean? So
they can't turn Logan face because he wouldn't make a fucking good face. He's a perfect
he's going to be
heel.
He's heel for life, dude, until he hits that 10 plus years in the business full time, where he becomes like Randy and all that became like they were always heels, but then they had the respect was there that people started loving them. You know what I mean? For being who they are. So,
yeah, exactly, man. But I can see some of those things happening out of this whole thing. But then, like I said, Logan and Jelly, they took the whole show. I mean, Randy and Drew basically did nothing then.
Yeah, they just chilled. Randy was just fucking chilling, and so was Drew. Drew was jet lagged. And Randy was just here for the fun. He was there for the banter.
Yeah.
But no, I was very, very impressed with Jelly. I was extremely impressed with Jelly for that fucking bump he took on the through the commentary desk. I'm extremely impressed by fucking Logan Paul for being able to fucking hit that move so well. Because I watched that back and he couldn't hit that move any better on Jelly Roll.
Paid a little homage to Stone Cold while he was up top there.
Yeah. But like he hit that to perfection.
Oh fuck!
Especially on someone who isn't an actual wrestler. You know what I mean? Because that's one of those moves. It's like if you just get a little bit wrong, you're hurting them badly.
Oh, big time.
But no, he hit it perfectly.
And Jelly for selling it the way he did, man. Fuck, it was excellent.
Yeah, like I say, all round, dude. That match extremely surprised me, and I was glad. I'm glad of it because I honestly thought it was going to be the opposite way around. I didn't think Jelly was barely going to be in that match, and he was in it pretty much the entire time.
Well, even from the start there, he kind of like
that's what I'm saying.
Randy into it. No, let me start, man.
yeah. It's like Randy's like, cool. That's me having the night off.
Yeah. That
very
was
good match. Very good match.
Very cool match. Well, let's get to the main event of night one then. CM Punk and Gunter.
Yeah.
What a fucking phenomenal fight that was, too.
It was there's
a couple funny spots. It was a report came out either Friday night or Saturday morning that Gunther was injured and needed to get some surgery
on his nose surgery, his orbital.
So the way he played that off by blading under the table and he popped up, there wasn't any blood anywhere around his nose.
No, it was so funny.
But then when he got in the ring and he realized, he's like, showboating that he had blood on his face, but then he started holding his nose. Oh yeah, fuck, I'm supposed to hold my nose.
Yeah. It was just so funny. It was like a whack-a-mole moment when he popped his head back up.
Yeah.
And it was just covered in blood. I'm like, what? Where did this come from? I was like, there was so much fucking blood from no blood to so much blood. And then Michael Cole's like, he's busted right open. I'm like,
you bashed your head on some plastic.
Michael, you just watched him cut him behind the desk you're standing at, dude. I think he's bleeding right open.
Well, there was that one shot of Gunther, and he was on all fours underneath that table, and you could see him moving around and shit like that. Yeah, and then he just pops up, and he's got the blood.
Pops up, and he just hit the perfect spot because it must have just exploded with blood, dude. I was like, fucking hell, where did that all come from?
Yeah,
I thought Michael Cole had a fucking nacho dip or something behind his desk. But
I honestly, in this match though, one thing I wish Punk could stop doing is trying to emulate, pay tribute to like Bret Hart and shit. He tried a lot of Bret Hart moves, and he can't pull them off, man.
No, he can't. He isn't the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be, and he is not the best wrestler in the world either.
No, not by a long shot, man.
No, he wasn't the best wrestler in that match. Don't mind in the world. But yeah, it was great to see, even though we were kind of suspecting Seth coming out and cashing in, I love the way they done it.
Oh, it was perfect.
I loved how they done it. Like he came out on crutches with the big brace on.
When he came out and then he turned around, I even said to my mom, "Oh, maybe he is really fucking injured." And then all of a sudden,
I was thinking to myself, I was like, "Oh shit, okay, so he's just announcing." Like, I thought to myself he was going to go right. As soon as his leg's better, I'm cashing in, and like a forewarning, basically what he done. Like I was like, oh, he's coming out just to warn him. Happy days.
Yeah.
And then he turned around and then he stopped, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And the crutches went down, and I was like, I fucking knew it.
Yeah.
I fucking called it. Yeah, but it was still, even though we called it, it was still a great moment. It was such a good moment.
I mean, we talked about the alternate of him cashing in on the Cena match, which would have made some great story too, but. We'll talk about that later. The way it ended up,
they decided to bring someone else back instead.
Yeah, for sure. But
the
I mean,
the myth, the legend.
I think it made more sense to stick with him doing it on Punk, and we laughed. Like I sent you that message before I went to Mum's on Friday and said, "Fuck it, I would love to see the cash in happen on Punk just to see his face."
Yeah.
And I even said after 5 minutes, and you know what was fucking funny was. When Drew McIntyre got cashed in on it was 5 minutes 46 seconds, and Punk was 5 minutes 9 seconds. So what does Drew do? He gets on social media and he's taunting fucking Punk because he got knocked out faster.
He got knocked out faster. Yeah, he's fucking some guy. Epic. He's some boy, man. He never misses a trick. He never misses a trick, man.
I love Drew. I love Drew, man. He's such a great character, dude.
He really fucking is.
But it was a good match. It was a pretty good match. I mean, Punk took a beating for those chops, man.
Oh, dude, did you see his fucking chest bleeding? See when you see a chest bleeding, but Gunther's done that a few times on people. It was when he was doing it on his back. Although, here's the thing. Did you notice Punk tapped out? And he didn't mean to.
I didn't notice that. I didn't see that.
Right, so when Gunther put him in the sharpshooter, right?
Yeah.
He did the little small tap thing.
Yeah, I did see that actually. Now
and I'm like, you're not supposed to do that, Punk. Because that's a tap out. Yeah. Like, if you were in MMA or anything and a ref seen you do that, the match is done.
It's done.
It was like when was it when Gunther chopped him before and you seen him on the mat and he made the face and he did a little tap at the side. That shit was hilarious. But I think it was when Gunther did it like a month or so back and you seen him just at the side just tapping like that, like fuck me. It was like that. But I noticed I was like, oh, that's a weird thing to fucking do. But I found that a bit strange. But yeah, those chops, dude, on his back and on his legs and everywhere, dude. Gunther was like, if I'm losing this title tonight, I am making you black and fucking blue, boy. I was looking at
the blood on Punk's chest. I was like, where the fuck did that come from? Because I saw a little rub spot on Gunther.
Yeah.
And then I thought, that's from the fucking chops, man. Like, he's fucking chopping his skin open.
Yeah, he literally busted the blood vessels, dude. Busted the blood vessels on his chest, but he's done it a couple times to a few people before.
My wife said, she said, I can't wait to see Punk's chest on Monday on Raw. I said, he's going to be wearing a fucking shirt.
Punk only ever wears a shirt unless he's wrestling. And even then, sometimes keeps his shirt on. It just depends how he feels.
Yeah, true.
Depends what he had for tea that weekend, what dinner he had that weekend. He's like, no, shirt needs to stay on today, boys. Fucking hell.
But dude, his face when Seth's music fucking hit was excellent, man. That's what I waited for. That's all I waited for.
Yeah, that's all I wanted. That whole night, that's all I wanted was that face and going, are you fucking joking me? Are you fucking kidding me right now? I've just won this fucking title. And now this fucking music plays and they're all singing this shit.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Honestly, it's just like, it's that moment you're just like, you're fucking joking me, man. You are fucking joking me. It was just fucking beautiful. Beautiful to see.
It was. I got a kick out of it. Anyways, let's get on to night 2.
Yeah. What was the first match of night 2, by the way, Ogo?
Well, it was Naomi, who got an intro by her musician father, which I thought was very touching.
Yes.
And she was against Rhea Ripley and Io Sky.
Oh, I would never have known that if you didn't tell me.
Yeah, it wasn't like Liv Morgan's injured, so she wasn't around, so it had to be Io Sky and Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, it wasn't Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan 7.0 2024 SummerSlam Night 2.
Oh, we had to edit that part out, folks. I went to go onto my notes and I went to SummerSlam 2024 and I started reading out the results, and it was probably not
scary
the
thing was there wasn't even a Night 2 in 2024. So I don't know what the fuck he was reading. He was reading Raw.
Well, but yeah, to be fair, it was
no,
on,
not to be fair. Not to be fair. No, don't be trying to make yourself feel better, dude. Come on, you're gummied out your tree and things are just happening, and accept it. That's how we do it here. You own that shit.
I own it. I did own it. Anyways,
right?
It was a pretty good match.
What, the Liv Morgan Rhea Ripley match? I can't remember. It was a year ago.
Okay,
I do remember that match.
That
was when she was going to hit her with a chair and Dom took it away.
Yeah, and then
that was
Liv
the start of it
Dom.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I watched that just the other night. Like I said, I fired up old 2024 and I was watching it, so I remember that match. I don't know why the fuck I wanted to talk about.
Don't remember 2025, but you remember 2024.
Yeah, that's how my mind works. That's what gummies do for you, kids.
Take them. Right. Yeah, so it was Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Naomi in this match. I thought it was. I mean, I'm not going to say I thought it was as good as it was going to be, because I mean it was a fucking great match. I mean, but I feel as though, yeah, obviously Rhea Ripley is probably the biggest superstar and has been in WWE full stop for the last year to 2 years.
Yeah.
But dude, Io Sky is such an unsung hero. She is such a great wrestler, dude. Like, just everything about her is like, it's just on point, and it has been for fucking years. I'm just so glad they've given her all this limelight in their push. Like, they've realized how good she actually is, because about 2-3 years ago, they were like, she was kind of just in the background of fucking Damage Control.
Yeah.
Like, because it was Bayley and Asuka that were the big stars, and it was Io was just like there existing.
Right.
And like, you see her now, man, and it's fucking crazy. There's some of the shit she does, it makes it look so effortless. It's fucking crazy.
Oh, here's an announcement. Here's Stephanie McMahon makes SummerSlam 2025 announcement. That's an actual article. Stephanie McMahon makes SummerSlam 2025 attendance announcement. Wow.
I see. You have to give her some form of limelight.
Well, I see there is a report that she's retiring, and I thought, fucking rights, man. But it's from In-Ring. And I thought, when the fuck did I
retire from what?
Yeah, like, other than being like, tied up by the Undertaker and shit, I don't remember her being in the ring hardly, except for just beaking off.
Hey, she was women's champion, dude.
That's right too. I got to give her props for that.
She was women's champion.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But yeah, I mean, this match was always going to be a top contender for match at SummerSlam. I don't get disappointed, but there was just so many good fucking matches. Many good matches.
There was.
Hats off to Naomi as well, by the way. Naomi was fucking on point as well.
Yeah. Oh, she's good, and she deserves the spot she's in, and I can see.
I'm glad they kept on her. I'm glad they kept on her.
Well, it was too short of a reign. They can't just.
I know, but you know what WWE are like when it comes to fucking Rhea. Like, it's been a while now. She's not at the title.
I think they've toned down on that shit. You know, I don't think I think they're realizing that Rhea doesn't need a title. It's the same with Cena. No. Cena doesn't need a title.
No, same Orton. Like, these guys don't need titles.
Yeah,
they don't need titles. They just need to be relevant.
Yeah,
and they will make themselves relevant. Just give them the fucking time.
Yeah,
doesn't matter who they're against.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what comes out of that story-wise. I think more along the line of Io and Rhea again, but...
Io's going to have a one-on-one match with Naomi, right? That's next in line. But then you've also got Stephanie Vicar at Clash in Paris.
Velcro.
Facing whoever wins in Io and Naomi.
You catch that last night when Naomi came out and was doing that promo and then they just cut it off? After she said Stephanie Velcro?
Well, no, because they cut out completely on the fucking rerun.
Oh, did they? Oh, on live. She came out.
You literally seen it. You seen Naomi pop up for like a second on the screen, and then she just disappeared again.
Oh, she wasn't out there much longer on live. She came out and she started her promo, and she did a little bit of a spiel, and then she said something about Stephanie Velcro, and then it got cut off. It was fucking the weirdest thing, man.
But yeah, no, like I thought that's what I was like because I was watching and I seen Naomi pop up, and then you didn't hear her say anything, and just disappeared again. I'm like, the fuck was that? You know what I mean? But then it was like NXT. Did you watch NXT last week?
I did, yes. I finally did.
With Joe Hendry's picture just popping up randomly throughout the
I was
entire
like, what
thing.
the fuck was going on?
I was
there?
like, is this because remember the first time it happened? I was like, oh, somebody's pressed the wrong button. Then it happened again. I'm like, right, what the fuck's going on here? But he was at WWE Fanatics last week. So I wonder if he's close to signing for WWE.
Remember back in like WCW, like when Sting was coming back and they just show like quick flashes of him on the screen and shit like that?
Yeah. Well, remember they've done it with when Bray came back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there would just be the quick flash, or when the Wyatts first came in, like before the Wyatt 6, when Bray first came in.
That's exactly what it reminded me of with Joe Hendry. They just kept
that's what I was like, are they taking the piss out of like all this shit? Like, that's what they used to do. Like, remember when Taz came to WWE for the first time, like the 13 would just randomly pop up, and then his logo would randomly pop up, and only people who watched ECW knew what it was. And it was, I used to love that shit because it was like, who the fuck is this? Or Jericho. When it was Y2J, they would just have the countdown would come on, and nobody knew who it was until you heard "Break the Walls," and it was just fucking I love that shit, man. I love that shit. That's a throwback.
But Henry with that shit-eating grin, fuck, is that funny?
Yeah, dude.
I love that guy.
I was like, what they're doing with Joe? What's happening with Joe over here? Joe, you come in? You sign in for WWE finally, dude?
Let's talk about this fucking massive fucking the tag team 6-pack TLC match.
Jesus fuck.
It was fucking unbelievable.
Dude, I want to take props off to the camera crew and the guys in the back for being able to fucking coordinate that shit.
Yeah, man.
Because it was when they were all flying off into the tables, I was like, what? Who? What? Where? What the fuck? Like everyone was just going through tables in a 5-second split.
That had to be
like 7 people.
That had to be the most tables they've destroyed in the TLC match.
Oh, dude, it was like 8 tables destroyed in less than 30 seconds.
Slim Jim got ridiculous. Their money's worth, man.
Oh, dude, I tell you, they got their sponsorship. What a fucking match, man! Hats off to them.
When the ladies started coming out, I was like, no, don't fucking do this. But then when Candice took that fucking massive bump off the ladder, dude,
oh fucking hell! Hats off to her. Because I was in the same boat as you. I was like, right, why is Candice LeRae coming out, and then why is B-Fab coming out, and then fucking Nikki Cross came out. I'm like, right, y'all need to stop this shit. This match was amazing. Don't ruin it. And then Candice got put through. I was like, okay. But what I loved was Johnny Gargano, fucking Johnny Wrestling, was like, oh, is my wife okay? Is my wife okay? And then he turns around going, oh, the title belts. he just looked at her and he gave her the thumbs up going, you're okay. And then just ran up. I was like, that's fucking hilarious, dude. That was funny as shit. Hats off to, obviously, Fraxium, Andrade and Rey Fenix.
Yeah.
Some of the moves they were hitting and doing. I noticed that Machine Guns weren't in it too much.
Not much. Not at all.
And obviously neither were Wyatt 6.
No.
Everybody else was in it full-time, non-stop. Like, that hit the DIY took fucking through those fucking 4 tables.
Oh, my God.
Like, off of that big-ass fucking... Off the big ladder and jumping off that big ladder to then hit through them simultaneously, dude, was...
And hitting it spot on.
Hit it spot on. Hats off to them for agreeing to that bump, because that is something that could be a career ender.
Yeah.
Easily be a career ender.
Fuck yeah, man.
But hats off to those guys.
I mean,
obviously, Street Profits were fucking great as always.
Oh yeah.
But I wasn't...
We figured that the 6 were probably going to hang on to it, but the way that it, after such a stellar match, the way that it went down was kind of fell flat.
Yeah, it was lackluster. It
felt completely flat.
I loved how they were going to do the Edge and Hardy spot with Nathan Frazier and Ciampa, with Ciampa on the holding on, and then Ciampa pulled himself up and Frazier missed. That was fucking brilliant. I loved that.
Excellent.
That was fucking phenomenal, because I seen Frazier going up and I'm like, the way to do the Edge and fucking Hardy spot.
Yeah.
Fucking the way to do the Edge and Hardy spot. And then he went for it and Ciampa pulled himself up perfectly. The timing was on point because it wasn't like he was way early and like Fraser like it just looked dumb. Like it was fucking perfect, dude. That was so fucking funny. How Andrade and Phoenix, Andrade gave him the lift up to try and get the belts.
Oh fuck, was that epic,
dude?
man.
That was like shit like that. I was like, this is fucking awesome. And that, for like I say, the match was top tier. I didn't like the fact that Wyatt Six regained the titles just for the fact they didn't really put much in the match.
No.
For all these guys putting their bodies on the line and taking so many fucking bumps, for these guys to pretty much be on the side of the ring 80% of the match to then just jump in and win it, I was like, nah.
Well, it's like we touched on last time too, man. The Wyatt Six just aren't fucking catching on this time. They've just fallen flat. Like it's the crowd's almost silent now when they come out, you know?
The thing is, they don't have Uncle Howdy doing anything, which I don't understand why Bo Dallas isn't wrestling.
Yeah.
Why? Because, I mean, that was the biggest thing with the Wyatt family was Bray was the leader because Bray was the best wrestler.
Yeah.
Bray was the one in the championship title contention. Like, it made sense because he was going to be the world champion. Well, he was world champion.
Yeah.
Like, why is Uncle Howdy... Bo Dallas is a great wrestler.
Yeah.
Like, he's a very, very talented fucking wrestler. Why is he not wrestling? Why is he not in the picture of anything? Like, it doesn't make sense to me that, like, Nikki Cross isn't in anything. Rowan is just Rowan. And you've got Loomis and Gacy going for the tag titles, and that's it.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know, it's strange. But again, I think it's because there's not another faction for them to go against.
Yeah.
Like, if they can go against MFT, it would be great. Because I think Solo getting shit scared by the Wyatts would be fucking
I think the
absolutely
Wyatts
amazing.
Wyatts in the Vision would be fucking epic too down the road.
Yeah. I mean, the different fucking things, so are they?
Well, hey, you know what?
SmackDown.
According to Google, there's a draft coming up here in September.
Oh, really? They've pushed it back to September.
That's it's if you Google it, it says something about shortly after SummerSlam in early September. So they maybe are still going to shake shit up, you know. So we'll have to see how that plays out.
They need to, dude.
Now AI is not always right, but let's think that maybe that's going to happen, you know.
Fingers crossed, my man. Fingers crossed.
All right, well, let's go on to Women's Intercontinental Championship. No disqualification match. Becky Lynch, Lyra Valkyria.
I like this match. I like this match a lot.
I told a great story, man.
The storytelling on this match was brilliant. They've done a great job. We kind of called how it was going to go with Bayley coming out. We didn't know exactly how it would happen with Bayley because Bayley's like she's
on the
at
fence.
this moment. Yeah, we don't know where her character progression and arc's going. But no, I liked how it went. It all made sense. The match was good. There was some fucking big bumps being taken from both of them. It was enjoyable. The only thing I really didn't enjoy was how loose those fucking cable ties were for almost the entire match that Lyra had to keep trying to turn it so that her fucking hands didn't fall out.
Yeah. That was crazy, man.
Yeah.
She did a great job with it, yeah.
Yeah, she did, because Becky didn't tighten them enough.
No.
She did not tighten them enough because you could see her hands were slipping out, but you seen she was turning them, so she was tightening them herself. So she done a great job of controlling it.
Did you also notice that when she went under the ring and when she came back out, the zip ties were different?
Yeah.
Like there was a little bit more of a strand hanging out of the actual tie when she went in, and when she came out, it wasn't hardly there. So I think they might even cut them off and given her another one with loosened it a bit or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Maybe
but
for her to get her hands out, like, eventually or whatever. But anyways, regardless, they pulled out all the stops. I mean, Becky's a fucking
absolute
legend,
beast.
man.
Absolute beast, man.
I love her.
Fucking Lyra done well as well.
She did.
She done fucking really well.
We've talked about that, how I think Becky's pulled the best out in Lyra, and she's really come a long ways, man. I think she's going to be a big star here down the road.
Dude, that bump she took on the fucking, when Becky had her in between the chair and Becky smashed in on the chair with her feet. Oh my God,
yeah.
I was like, I don't care who you are, that's still going to fucking hurt.
Of course.
Like, Like, she took some heavy bumps later, and yeah, power to her.
And
Power to her.
it looks like they're moving on too, because after Raw, you got Becky and Nikki Bella now.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to go. I think it'll be a pretty good.
Hopefully swiftly.
Yeah.
Nikki Bella can't wrestle, dude. She's not a good wrestler.
No.
She's not a good wrestler. I don't even like her as a fucking character. Like, I've never been a fan of the Bella twins. I was never a fan of Nikki Bella or Brie Bella of any kind when, like, ever in any other things. I've just never took to them. They're still in. The problem I have with Nikki Bella is from like that diva generation where it was all about like the sex appeal, and she still tries to play off that shit. Where you didn't have to be a great wrestler, you just knew how to fucking shake your ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically, that's what it was back then. And she's from that generation. She still tries to hold on to that shit. And it's like, you need to learn to wrestle, love, because you're not gonna survive in this if you can't wrestle. It's a fucking, like, the women's wrestlers are better than the men wrestlers right now.
Well, it's a whole different.
You need to step your fucking game up, because it's not the same show as it was 15 years ago.
Exactly. I mean, and that gimmick is just so outdated and shit. Like, yeah, it's her identity, but I get that.
That's how I'm just like, fuck off, man. Just do one. Like, you know what I mean? If you're gonna keep to the same gimmick, it doesn't work. At least Trish can wrestle. You know what I mean? Trish knows how to wrestle. Trish changed her shit up when she came back, even for a short period. You know what I mean? She wasn't all about fucking wearing next to nothing on show. She just came in and fucking wrestled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you need to adapt. You need to fucking adapt.
Which, by the way, too, Piper Niven busted one of Nikki Bella's boobs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And did you see what was funny about it? Was Nikki Bella made some kind of, she's okay and, whatever, she's going to get it fixed eventually. And Piper Niven responded again and said, hey, I could always take care of the other side.
Good old Scottish banter, mate. What can I say?
Yeah. But I could see, obviously we're going to have something between Lyra and Bailey here. What was funny last night, I thought, was when they're in the backstage area there and Bailey's walking, and then Lyra comes down the stairs. She goes, I've been looking everywhere for you, and then basically tells her to fuck off. He doesn't want to talk to her no more.
Yeah. I'm not your friend anymore.
So we'll see some program with those guys, I'm pretty sure. And now, like I said, Becky and Nikki. We'll see what happens with that. I think, hey, if anyone's going to pull anything out of Nikki Bella, it'll be Becky for sure.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. I think it's going to be a short feud, though. I don't think it's going to be one that's going to be any huge length of time.
No.
There's too many good wrestlers kicking around, dude, that deserve it more and need it more for a push than Nikki Bella.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked the promo Becky cut with fucking Cena. You can't see him anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, that's fucking great.
Fuck, was that funny?
Oh, it was so fucking good, dude. That was so fucking good. Oh man, I fucking love that shit. And the crowd reaction was fucking great.
It was.
Everyone just went, "Oh shit!"
Oh snap!
Yeah, exactly.
Oh fuck yeah, that was epic.
Good. That was good. It was good.
Becky's such a friggin' she's so awesome. I just love Becky.
Yeah, fucking brilliant, dude.
Well, let's go on to one of the most anticipated matches of the weekend, the big cage match.
I would say the best match of the whole SummerSlam.
What a fucking joke.
I think it was the best cage match out of this SummerSlam.
Jesus Christ. They got to do away with this escaping by the door bullshit. Like, Jesse the Body, he was right on.
What do you mean you can walk out the door?
Yeah.
What kind of goddamn pansy would do that? That's fucking brilliant. Dude, I don't know what happened. Something happened. This wasn't scheduled to be like this.
I don't think so. Something was up.
I don't know if they ran out of time. Like, they were running short, and obviously you had the whole Lesnar thing at the end, and they needed time for that. I don't know what happened, but that shit got cut short quick. Like, I mean quick.
Yeah.
As in, I think they knocked off a good 15, 20 minutes of that match.
Oh, because it made absolutely 0 sense. Zero.
But, and you know where it got cut off short? It got cut off short. I don't know if someone else was supposed to come out, if Jimmy got injured in something, because we didn't see Jimmy again after he came out the first time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know if Jimmy was supposed to stop Solo, but he couldn't because if you remember how Jacob broke the fucking the cuffs, it was strange because he was only cuffed for all of like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like that whole segment made no sense, and it was at that point, for some reason, they called an audible, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
And it's not been released why, but something happened that they had to call an audible, and somebody must have said to Jacob, "You need to break them. You need to break them," and he broke them, or he accidentally broke them. Because if you watched it again, and they even showed again how he broke them, when he broke them, there was a "oh shit" look in his face.
Yeah.
And he went, "Oh fuck," and then he went down and pulled out Solo back.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he got told to break them, like, and the ref says you need to break them and go get Solo, because if Jimmy got hurt or someone else, like if Tama Tonga was supposed to come out.
I mean, if they were supposed to break, maybe they were rigged that way.
No, that's what I'm saying. But for them to break so quickly,
yeah,
somebody was supposed to be stopping Solo getting out of the cage.
Yeah,
and my guess would have been Jimmy kicking the thing in, but Jimmy never was seen again the rest of that segment.
Yeah,
I don't think, if I can remember correctly. I don't think he was. So I don't know if Jimmy got hurt doing something and he couldn't do anything. But something happened in that match that they had to call an audible, and I feel as though that was where the audible was called, was when Jacob got Kate.
Yeah, because at the end of the match, it was just Fatu in there with the JC
with JC and yeah,
that's right. Yeah, but I mean, Jimmy did show up last night, right? No.
Well, Jimmy he showed up at the end of the match, and he's the one that locked the other two guys in.
That's right. He did show up after. Yeah.
So I don't know if there was something happened that he couldn't. I don't know. It was just weird. But to me, it seemed like an audible was called when Solo was leaving and Jacob was away to.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know if Tama Tonga was supposed to come out and some shit happened in the back and he didn't. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but it was a shit show. It was a complete shit show of a match. It
made zero sense.
It looked like you were watching some fucking like low budget B movie fucking independent fucking thing at a local high school. That's what it had to me, because it was just, there was no storytelling. It was all over the place. Nothing made sense. Like when Tonga Loa and JC Mateo went in the ring and stuff, I'm like, and over the cage, I'm like, right, what's the point of the cage match here? Because the cage match was supposed to be like, no one can get in, and within 5 minutes, everybody was in the ring. And I'm like, and the whole Tala Tonga trying to handcuff him, taking fucking 5 minutes to handcuff him, and Jacob kept putting his arm back up for him to try and get it.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, what the fuck is this? What is going on here?
Yeah.
Like, is it just because a lot of these guys just aren't used to the big stage, and they're like the 50,000 people's getting to them, and you know what I mean, they're getting nervous and the nerves are getting to them.
Well,
right?
maybe that's where
understandable, but I don't know, man.
Maybe that's when they just pissed creative off, and creative said, "Okay, that's it, fucking end it."
Yeah, I think creative pulled the plug because it just turned into a shit show, and nothing was going to the way it was written. I feel nothing was going the way it was written, and creative were just like, right, fucking end this shit, get it out of the way and done.
I guess we're gonna have to see on what happens Friday and see where this plays out, or how it plays out. Because I mean, I don't know. This whole thing's just not making a lot of sense to me, you know?
Well, the problem you have now is that Solo came back as champion, so they're going to have to then run it back for fucking Jacob. Unless Jacob's out of a title picture now.
Wow.
Although, are they going to push Jacob to be title contention against Cody? I don't think they could be able to fucking pass that one on yet. I don't know how they would get that written into to make sense.
Yeah.
Because at the moment, Cody's not really got anybody to challenge him. Like, there's people to challenge him, but there's nobody in line obvious, because obviously Cena's going to be going against Lesnar.
I think it was Wrestling Observer put out that the Roman and Cody aren't going to start filming that Street Fighter until September. So,
okay, so for the draft.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens there, man. But yeah, I don't know. Something's got to be done with this. It's getting old, and really, I'm kind of pissed that they've taken that momentum away from Jacob. Unless there's something bigger coming that he propels him even further. Well, the problem is
as well, you're taking the momentum from Jacob, but you've also been fucking benching JC Mateo this entire time he's been in the business.
I know, man.
Like, JC Mateo must be getting pissed going, can I just wrestle?
Let me do the way I can off wrestle? The top of the cage. Fuck, you do it.
Yeah.
Well, you did say for sure there was going to be a flip off the top of the cage, which we got.
We did, but I didn't think they'd be standing. I thought they would have been lying down.
Yeah.
But it was still a fucking great move from fucking a man like Jacob Fatu, the size he is. But yeah, I don't know. They need to get Jacob out of this whole Bloodline MFT bullshit. They need to get JC Mateo wrestling the way we all know and want him to wrestle, because they're just stifling him. So there's just a lot they need to fucking bin the Bloodline in this MFT bullshit. They just need to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Either keep it as one of these factions that are just around and they're there and they exist. Put them against the Wyatt Six, dude. Make it interesting. Faction against faction. Stop putting them against one person.
Yeah.
And the same one fucking person every fucking time.
Yeah, man, it's getting old.
Like,
it's getting old.
You need to stop doing the 4v1 bullshit. It's so annoying.
I was really hyped about this whole Fatu thing for a bit, but like I said, it's just falling flat, man. I really got little interest in it.
I mean, the match for the first 5 minutes was a good fucking match as well. That was the annoying thing.
Well, and Solo's really starting to gain a personality too. Like even just his ring entrance and shit like that. Like he's fucking around and joking around and smiling and shit. And
well, it's good to see that they let Solo dominate the match for a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, what they were forgetting was Solo was basically Roman's Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
Like, he was this badass that like would run through anyone, and then they kind of started losing that when he was leading it, and like when he was wrestling, he was like scared to wrestle someone and he'd run away. Whereas before he'd be the one running in against 4 people and just try and beat the fuck out of everyone. You know what I mean? So I'm glad they gave him that back at the start of the match, but I don't know. I don't know what dude. Something happened in that fucking match. Yeah. Like I say, I think creative must have just pulled the plug because it was a shit show. Yeah. It went wrong, and they was like, just fucking finish this match, get out the fucking way. So it'll be another 5 years before we see a cage match now.
Yeah.
Fucking goddamn it! I love cage matches as well. Just lock the door, dude. Because before there was never you could walk out a door bullshit.
No.
There was no you could walk out a door bullshit. The door was fucking chained. Back in the day, the door always had a big ass chain and lock on it. And even if you could walk out, no one used it. They never used it as a finish.
See, I figured that, like we talked about, maybe he's not ready, but I was expecting like that Zilla Fatu to come out and rip the fucking door off or something.
Yeah, and take on Jacob's side. It feels like either someone else was supposed to come out to help Jacob, or Jimmy was supposed to come like do something, but nothing happened. It was like everyone was kind of waiting for something to happen, and nothing happened.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I don't know. I don't know. I don't think we'll ever know. I don't think that'll be something they'll be willing to fucking talk about or bring out. No. I think they're just going to leave that one swept under the rug and move on.
Well, we'll just see what happens here on Friday, and hopefully we'll get some kind of insight as to the direction this is heading. I'm thinking probably another
fucking same as before, another fucking Jacob fucking Solo match.
Well, that's what I'm thinking for Clash in Paris, because that's only 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
So
unless they do, yeah.
And that's one that they could kind of put on the back burner. It's already got a story, quote unquote story, on the build, so they don't really have to put much into that one. So it's hard to say. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I guess we'll find out Friday. We'll maybe get a little bit more insight onto it. All right. Well, let's move on to which I thought was probably one of my most favorite matches of the weekend was Dominic and AJ.
Dude, fucking hats off to both of them. The storytelling, everything on this match was just fucking top tier.
The nostalgia, man.
Yeah, dude. Like
even Dominic just AJ's entrance.
Oh, dude, AJ's entrance.
And then
he had his son, and he got his son had the bleach blonde Dominic hair.
That was fucking great, man. And then pops out of his car and he's got Eddie's fucking.
He's got Eddie's gear on, and he's got Styles heat instead of Latino heat on the shirt and shit, dude. It was fucking brilliant. It was so good. Man. And he was doing the whole shimmy and stuff, man. It was fucking good. It was such a good fucking match, dude. They had so many great moments, like when Dom brought the chair in and fucking slapped it on the ground, threw it at AJ and hit the ground. And then AJ was like looking around going, oh fuck, and put it around his fucking neck, dude, and felt I was in stitches, man.
Me too, man.
I was in fucking stitches. I remember seeing an independent show. I can't remember the show, but it's a fucking great show. They always have hilarious moments. And there was a moment like that where a guy came in and done the same thing with a chair. It was like a hardcore match. And not a hardcore match, but it was like it was a match, but there was like a table and stuff in the ring that hadn't been used, and so the guy brings a chair in, hits the ground, throws it to the guy, and goes on the ground. The usual Eddie Guerrero move, right? And then there was a table set up outside the ring, so the guy drops the ref's back's turned, putting a turnbuckle on. And the guy drops the chair, goes out the ring, and just falls backwards through this table, and just lands back, and it's just in this table. I was like, it's fucking hilarious. It was so fun. It just reminded me of that. I'm like, just out the box, hilarious, and AJ putting it around his neck, and fucking falling to the ground, and it was his little shake, his leg shake. He was doing like he was having a seizure. It was so fucking funny, dude.
AJ's fucking so good, man.
Oh man, AJ and Dom, dude, you can't take it away from that boy.
No,
he is honestly, he has nailed his character down to a T, and the fans fucking love him now, man. They fucking love him. And to be even on a wrestling standpoint, it was a very good fucking match.
It was. You can't go wrong with those two.
Match.
You can't go wrong with those two. And I'm sure they're going to play it back at Clash in Paris.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And I think this time my AJ might take that title.
Yeah.
It sounds to me like they're really going to push Dominic in AAA.
Well, I was going to say, because it all depends, because that's in a couple of weeks, Triple Mania. So we'll need to watch that and do a thing on that as well.
On YouTube.
Yeah, because it's live on YouTube.
Yeah, man. Fuck, I can't wait to see that, actually.
Yeah, we'll cover that on a podcast for sure.
Yeah, we will.
Because that'll be good. But yeah, dude, I was surprised Dom won, but I was glad Dom won, and I loved like how he was using all the little tricks, like how you seen him unzip his fucking
his
boot to come off and shit like that, dude. It was all well done. It was heavy Eddie throwback, which I loved.
Time. Yeah,
like proper lie, cheat, and steal Eddie throwback, which
they were trying to out Eddie each other.
Yeah, exactly, man, exactly, and it was so good to fucking see. So good to fucking see, man.
It was just such an enjoyable match to watch, and the laughs. There was some like great points, like some great spots in the match, but at the same time, just the whole nostalgia and the way that it was, produced, and again, kudos to the two of them for pulling it off. Just a perfect match. It was absolutely incredible.
And you could see they really enjoy working with each other.
Oh, I think so, for sure, man.
How well they go off each other and stuff. You can see they really enjoy working. I mean, well, fuck, I guarantee AJ is one of Dom's fucking idols from growing up. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Because Dom is in the age where, is in that time frame when AJ was in TNA and just destroying everything in TNA. And I guarantee Dom fucking watched him week in, week out. So he's like wrestling one of his heroes. So yeah. I'm glad, and at the end of the day, I'm glad they kept it on Dom, just for the fact that he's just keeps getting better and better, and the fans just keep loving him more and more.
I honestly wouldn't mind. It's not going to bother me at all if he gets the AAA champion and he's carried around the IC title as well.
I mean, end of the day, dude, there's 3 WWE wrestlers in that match.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it's fucking El Vikingo that's a champion, and that guy is fucking ridiculous.
Oh man!
But I'm not surprised if we're going to see him in WWE pretty soon.
I would think so.
I think that's going to be the arc, is that Dom will probably win the AAA championship, and he'll lose his Intercontinental Championship to AJ, and then El Vikingo is going to come to WWE to wrestle for his AAA championship, and then something will happen there, and you'll end up staying around, kind of thing.
I hope they do that. I hope they do, because I after you mentioned Vikingo, and I went and started watching some of his videos, some of his matches, and holy fuck, man, the boy does
a 720 splash.
I know.
Like, who the fuck does a 720? That's fucking ridiculous. Jesus fuck.
Yeah.
He's crazy, dude. He's fucking crazy. But a lot of them there are like. But yeah, man, it was a very good match. One of the contenders for match of the SummerSlam for sure.
Hey,
for
man,
the whole package.
Let's face it, WWE, since taking over AAA, is doing a good job of bringing it into the spotlight, man.
I'm glad that they're integrating it so much.
Yeah.
I was kind of worried they were just going to have it there and basically just use it as a feeder, a feeder thing where they'll just pick the best ones out of the bunch and kind of not kill AAA off, but that it won't leave them with much. They'll take their best talent and then send the guys who aren't really doing it in WWE down there, basically like a AAA fucking baseball team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Literally use it as the name is. But I'm so glad that they're integrating it the way they have and putting it in the limelight it deserves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Really does.
Well, let's go on to the main event here. Cody Rhodes, John Cena.
What a fucking match, dude. We said it already, but I think this was probably the best match I've ever seen John Cena wrestling.
Yeah, man. He put it all out there.
He made it look like he rolled time back for himself, dude, in this match.
Yeah.
He didn't miss a fucking step.
No.
And I was like, Jesus. I thought to myself, I wonder after this match if Cena's like, fuck, I maybe don't need to retire.
Exactly.
Like, I don't think I've maybe not lost a step.
Mind you,
like,
his age, the next day he was probably like, yeah.
That's how he has to have so much time off, dude, because he needs a week and a half to walk again.
Yeah.
But what a fucking match, dude.
Man.
What a match,
This
man.
is the match we should have got at SummerSlam. Or WrestleMania,
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But then again, I think this is down to Cena getting more ring time in and more training in, that he's back to the height of his fucking. Well, I think Cena just wasn't.
He can't. I think based on the character he was trying to portray as a heel, I think it's not in him to wrestle like he did on Sunday night.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
So
he's able to just be Cena. Yeah.
But at the same time, I think you're right too. It's given him that time during that heel run to get himself back into the ring shape.
Enough ring shape to come against the fucking beast incarnate himself.
Wow, yeah, that was a big surprise ending. Nobody saw that coming. Well, I called it.
Yeah, you call it?
I did just before I left Friday. I said to you.
Yeah, I know.
Well, my keyboard, I got the B key sucks sometimes. So I know it said rock, but I meant Brock.
Yeah. I know what you meant. Yeah. The Brock. Yeah, I know you meant the Brock. Yeah.
The Brock.
Yeah, I know that's your nickname for him. But it was funny because I seen a thing before I watched SummerSlam the second night. I seen a thing on Instagram, and it was like reports of a hooded male with heavy security arriving in to SummerSlam night 2 before the event started.
Yeah, they flew him in the dark.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, cool. Obviously, that's for Cena. I was like, it's probably The Rock, is what I thought. I was heavily surprised just for the fact that this is why I'm thinking about the Karrion Crossing and everything. That recently Lesnar came out saying that he's never going to wrestle in WWE again. There was all these allegations coming out. Like WWE said that he's never welcome here again. Like there was so much happening that was pushing that Lesnar was done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like everybody. He was the last. It was the last music I thought I was going to be here coming on.
Oh, I know. You know what? It took a minute for it to, or not a minute, but it took a few seconds for it to register. Like I was like, who the fuck's music is that?
Yeah.
And then when they showed the platform, the stage, I was like, holy fuck. You got to be shitting me.
Honestly, man, what a moment. What a moment.
It was huge.
So I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm loving that they're doing what I was hoping they were going to do, is do the Cena's greatest hits.
Well, let's face it. I mean, and Triple H even said, this is John Cena's fucking call on how he wants to go out, and so, after the years of service, he's got the right to call who he wants to face. And apparently it's been about 2 weeks ago is when the legal team...
Yeah, when the legal team got in touch with Brock asking
they cleared
if
him.
he'd want to come out. Yeah.
They cleared him. But there's some shit that stirred up today. There's Janelle Grant's law team has posted a response to Brock returning, and they're saying it's going to backfire. So I don't know what they got up their sleeves, but WWE's not a fucking fly-by-night company. They've got a strong legal team, and there's no way they would bring TKO wouldn't bring Brock back if there was he wasn't cleared of any wrongdoings.
Yeah, without a doubt, dude. But it was great. What a moment! What a fucking moment! Cena's face was perfect when that music hit.
Yeah,
and you seen Cena's face in the ring, and he was like, what? He's like, what the fuck?
Kind of like Team America when they were gonna go up and blow up those. We're gonna go up and blow up those guys, and he says, "We're gonna what?"
Yeah.
That's kind of what it reminded me of. But yeah, man.
Dude, it was fucking brilliant. I love how Brock's got his. They didn't make him fucking. Oh, I thought you could make him, but didn't make him get looking like the old Brock and shit like that. He still is rough and rugged farmer self, because that's what he is. He's got his own farm, and he's been farming all these years. I know Roman Reigns is a really close friend to him. Roman goes up there a lot with him and hangs out with him and does shit.
Yeah.
So it was great to fucking see, dude. And I'm just so excited to see him and fucking Brock in the ring again. I don't think this is Brock back. I think he's just back for this.
I'm thinking, I was wondering that too, if it's maybe a one-off. I mean, but if you stop and think about it, there's a few matches that would be fucking killer, like Gunther. Like I said to you, Gunther and Brock would be fucking that'd be a phenomenal match down the road.
Well, then also you've still got Heyman there, so there's all that with them as well that could bring in and roll into as well after Cena. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of opportunities there with Brock. I don't know if Brock wants to come back.
No, I was gonna say, man, you know what? WWE is fine without Brock Lesnar. I mean, this is epic for the John Cena thing, but does WWE need Brock Lesnar? There's such a fucking stack of talent buried and deep
also,
within.
I agree with you. And also, does Brock need WWE?
No.
This is the thing. Like, I think he's happy with the life he has. I think he's doing this just for Cena because it's Cena.
Yeah.
Like, and he's like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it with him. And this isn't a contract signing for a year plus. 'Cause you have to remember, before Brock left, he was still he was like Roman. He was showing up maybe once, twice a month if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't in week in, week out. He was just here now and again. So I don't see him coming back fully. I think this is him coming back. And it suits him perfectly because he doesn't have to be here every week. He only has to be here when Cena's there.
Yeah.
So Friday, I'm guessing we'll see Brock. Because Cena's at SmackDown this Friday, right?
Yeah, Cena's going to be on SmackDown, and so Brock. So I'm guessing
we'll
find out why. Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll get the whole reasoning why Brock's come back for Cena. My guess is he wants to whip his ass one last time before he retires. Or there might be a whole thing of Brock being like, well, I never got a retirement fucking year.
Yeah.
What makes you so fucking special?
Here's the
I've beat you more times than I could think of.
Here's the statement released by Janelle Grant's legal counsel. For far too long, abuse was allowed to thrive under WWE's leadership. Instead of righting this wrong, WWE has done nothing to ensure those responsible are held accountable. This attempt to sweep misconduct under the rug will backfire. We look forward to the full set of facts, including those about Mr. Lesnar coming out in court of law where they belong. But in the meantime, we refer you back to Janelle Grant's updated complaint, which outlines in detail the abuse endured by Mr. McMahon and others while employed at WWE. So that was their official statement on the whole thing. They're saying this is whole thing's going to backfire. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen in this whole thing.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Like you said, it might be a one and done.
Brock's not going to be here long enough for WWE to care, because even if anything does come of this, WWE can tie the shit up for years in court.
Yeah.
Like, Brock will be gone back to his farm before any of this shit even gets fucking put into a courtroom. Yeah. So, I don't think they're really caring. If it was anything major, it would have already been brought out. They weren't just holding on to this just in case Brock showed up on WWE, which no one thought was going to happen. You know what I mean? So, I don't think there's an issue there. And even if there is, like I say, it'll be long forgotten of by the time it even comes to fruition, because Brock will be out of the picture for a year or two since then. So, I could see Brock being here maybe until Survivor Series. Yeah. Maybe.
With just a couple of appearances.
Yeah. But what a great overall 2 nights of SummerSlam, dude.
It was.
It's the WrestleMania we wanted.
Yeah, well, they had to. And now I see reports today that they're looking into further 2-night PLEs.
I think it's going to be the future. I think you're going to have...
Can you imagine?
So it's going to be WrestleMania. It's going to be Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
It's going to... Because Royal Rumble, you'll have night 1, you'll have the men's. Night 2, you'll have the women's.
I was thinking they could have night 1 and 2, the men's, and then like right at the end of the show, just stop the clock, and then they got to wait till the next night to see who comes out.
Who comes out number 30. That'd be hilarious. But yeah, I think it's going to be Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Because you'll have 1 night for the men's, 1 night for the women's.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because it is very rushed, the Royal Rumble. There's a lot more matches could go on there if they had the time.
Big time.
Then obviously WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. I think that's going to be the 4.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any other ones that would make the cut, because end of the day, they're the 4. Yeah. They're the 4 that have been around since pretty much fucking year dot.
Yeah.
All the other ones have been added in. So that's your main 4. That's the big 4 PLEs of the year. So that's what I would... That's the ones I would say anyway, would warrant 2 nights. But we'll have to...
I like how in that match, the Cody Rhodes Cena match, I liked how there was some hints of a Cody turn too.
Yeah. Yep. He was beating he took the ring apart, dude, to beat his ass.
Yeah.
But then there was also a bit of an old school Shawn Michaels Ric Flair moment, like, stay down. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I didn't know which way. I didn't know what was going to happen there. I mean, like, so many things could have happened. You know, they could have brought The Rock out. They could have brought, I don't know. But I'm glad they did it the way they did, with a clean match, no shenanigans, no outside interference, just the two of them.
Yeah, it was great to see an actual match, and then, like you say, it's Cena passing the torch. So it begs to think, is Cena not going to win another title now? Is he just going to go against people?
I think is for the few dates, like we're getting down to single-digit appearances here, and I think it's just going to be, like you said, his greatest hit sort of thing.
Because it was like passing the torch.
Yeah.
When he gave the belt to Cody.
Wow. I mean, what torch was there to pass? Cody's been up there, but it was more like, just
but you know what I mean, like that's as a statement point of view kind of thing.
No, you're absolutely right. It was
so I could now see, which is great because it opens up to so many more matches. Because before it was like, I can't see them getting a title shot against Cena. Whereas now we could easily get fucking, like I say, we've got Brock and Cena coming up. We could easily get Sheamus and Cena. We can easily get Drew and Cena.
Yeah.
There's so many now that we can get that were great rivalries in the past. That would be great to see again. And also, the one no one's talked about yet is fucking Roman and Cena. I think that might be the final.
I'm thinking so too.
Because it's one that hasn't even been hinted on yet, is Roman and Cena.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I can see that. Got till December to play that out.
Because, I mean, unless it's going to be Rock Cena.
I thought about that too, and that's kind of why I was thinking that it would make sense if Rock had showing up last night, if they were trying to correct their wrongs.
it's
because I mean
after
after his face turn on SmackDown, there he did say he was abandoned by his team and shit, So I thought, I don't know. I guess that was maybe a bit of a swerve.
Was it going to be the case that we're going to see Rock come out and it was him that they're going to play it, that he brought Brock back and he's got a new guy? You know what I mean?
Possibility.
I could see that could be the way they try and play this out.
Yeah.
But I was just trying to think. I was like, who was one of Cena's biggest rivalries that he's not faced yet? Because obviously him and Randy were the biggest one, right? Like Randy was his biggest rivalry, like throughout his whole career. That was always Randy Cena. It was like Rock Stone Cold. You know what I mean? It was always back and forward at some point in the career. But that's already been done. I'm not saying they won't bring that back, but it's already been done.
Yeah, see, and there's AJ Styles that we could work into because I mean, Cena had a big feud with AJ Styles for quite a while there too.
Well, they wrestled at SummerSlam and not long, like a few years back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the title. That was a fucking great match.
Well, Cena's biggest rivalry is generally considered to be with Randy Orton, which we've done done that.
Yeah,
one.
that's what I'm saying. We've done
and then
that one.
Edge, which that ain't gonna happen. CM Punk and AJ Styles. Well, we've had CM Punk, so there's AJ Styles. There's Brock.
I think AJ. Well, the thing is, you've got Brock's probably going to be Clash in Paris. I would imagine. It would make sense because Cena's going to be in Clash in Paris anyway.
Yeah.
So, unless they move it into a triple threat, then it's Cody, Brock, and Cena. And Cena gets his title defense, like his title rematch.
Oh, here we go. The 5 WWE superstars with the most wins against John Cena. Randy Orton, Edge, Brock, Big Show, and Roman Reigns. So yeah, there's been no mention at all about Roman.
Yeah, Roman's the only one they've not talked about. And I mean, Roman Cena is his last match. I mean, you don't get much bigger than that, right?
Yeah, I think you're on.
But then I don't understand why it's December, because there's not a big PLE in December.
Wow, it's only because they're in Boston for that night, and that's his hometown, right?
Oh, is it Boston his final night?
Mm-hmm. So I'm pretty sure that's why they opted to go with that. So who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe the entire fucking show is going to be about Cena,
Yeah. We'll wait and see. Like I say, it's miles away. There's so much probably going to happen between now and then. He's got so much to cover.
They gave Goldberg his 5 minutes and cut him off, so why can't they do the whole thing for Cena, the whole show?
Unless he gets a title shot and he's got to do a champion at that point, and then he wins the title and retires.
He's got to do a gauntlet match for the entire Saturday night's main event. By the end of the show, he's just laying in the ring and they're interviewing him. Yeah, okay, it's great, thanks.
Yeah, I got to wrestle everyone.
Took on the whole fucking locker room.
Well, I mean, it could be the case. Whoever's champion, then he faces them for the title. He wins the title. He retires with the title, and then that opens up the first Raw of the year, which is always a massive show. They have like a battle royale for the title or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could do something like that as well to make him 18 time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cena's AJ Styles. Here's the top 10 feuds he had. Fuck, Kurt Angle, number 9. Wouldn't that be fucking great if they brought Kurt back for a match with him?
Dude, I don't know if Kurt could wrestle
True.
anymore. Have you seen the state Kurt's in? Did you know about Matt Hardy? Fucking hell. Yeah. Kurt can't move his neck anymore, dude. Jesus Christ.
Triple H, that's out of the question. CM Punk, we've already seen that. The Rock. Batista. Bring back little skinny Batista.
Will they bring back skinny Batista?
No.
At some point.
I don't think Batista will come back, actually.
Yeah. I hope not.
Brock Lesnar, Edge, Randy Orton is number 1. That's his number 1 rival.
Yeah, Randy
I'm surprised that they
one.
didn't do more with that program, but.
Well, you never know what happened. I mean, that's 6 months away, dude. That could be fresh again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we definitely could see a Orton heel turn in between now and then.
Oh yeah, without doubt. Orton can turn heel in a fucking instant,
and
it would make sense. It doesn't matter what he's doing.
Yeah. Let's kind of hash over Raw a little bit here, just to. Well, we kind of talked about most of it there. they come out. They've got their name now. It's the Vision, which WWE trademarked last week, and boasted about Seth and how he did it and how foolish the fans are for turning their back on him and all that bullshit. And then LA Knight comes out as the number one contender.
Well, but before that, did you not see they've started laying the tracks already for Braun?
Yeah.
They were highlighting that only two people knew about this.
Yeah.
2 people only knew about this was my beautiful wife and my Oracle. And that was it. No one else. I couldn't trust anyone else. Only those two.
Yeah.
And you seen Braun pacing a little bit.
Well, that's kind of they've been teasing at that for a couple weeks now. Like Braun's kind of starting to step out of the shadow of the group a little bit here.
Well, at the end of the day, Braun's wanting. He's called the future, dude. He keeps saying he's the future of the business. This is his business.
Yeah, you're going to see a turn there, and you're going to see a battle with those two.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a whole Triple H, Randy Orton thing of Evolution all over again.
Yeah.
Which I would not be unhappy about because
I think it'd be epic.
It'd be brilliant.
You know, it was cool to see Braun get put into this group and stuff, but he can't sit in the back seat, man. And they know it.
And as good as he is as a heel, he just needs to be let as Braun. Again, he's one of these guys, doesn't need to be face or heel. He's getting pushed as a heel, but just let him be Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
Just let him be that fucking badass. Like, because he gives out that Stone Cold vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That fucking take no shit. I'll fucking fight all yous at once. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree.
So it would be good to see him break out, total rego, come back as Braun Steiner, get rid of Braun Breaker for fuck's sake, man.
Yeah.
You're a Steiner, for goddamn. I understand why you done it. You didn't want to be judged.
Yeah, but he's come out of it. He's his own character now.
He's his own character now, and he keeps saying he's a Steiner and this and next. It's like, dude, you need to change your name. You need to change your fuck. You just call yourself fucking Braun Steiner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're a Steiner, dude. Get the Steiner out of you.
It's not like, you know, Charlotte where she's reminding people constantly that she's Ric Flair's daughter, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he's his own thing. He does some of the Steiner moves and shit like that. Everybody knows he's a Steiner, but let's get real here. I think that way you never know. Sheamus and Rusev.
I just hate the fucking cheesy name of Braun Breaker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's such a fucking, like I say, it's an 80s fucking wrestler name, like Braun Breaker. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, dude. Come on. Well, Rusev and Sheamus.
Fuck, was that funny, hey? Like the whole fucking show they were in the back fighting.
And what I loved was it sounded like a steam train coming when you seen Alexa and Charlotte coming down, and all you had was and they're like, what the fuck? You see these Sheamus and fucking Rusev powling past them, just scrapping the fuck out of each other, and then they just go back to them and they just keep walking. They don't give a shit. It was so fucking funny, dude.
You know when you got a white T-shirt on, you put on a black light, how it just glows.
Yeah,
I said to Andrea last night, I said they should on when Sheamus comes out, they should just put on a black light. Fuck, that'd be funny. You just see his head and his torso and his legs.
Yeah, and his teeth.
Yeah. Fuck, would that be great?
Man, but I was surprised. Yeah, no, it's fucking face paint again. The orange face paint, chin strap he's doing now. Jesus,
that's our new thing. Watching whenever Sheamus comes out, that's our new thing to see how fast you can see the rope marks and shit on his back and shit like that.
Yeah, his body just looks at the ropes and start getting welts. But it was fucking when I seen it come roll back again, I was like, right, okay. They're great matches, but this is the third Raw in a row now. These two are fighting each other. What's the gist here? And then it just went into an all full brawl.
I think it's gonna go. I think they're gonna play off a best of 7.
It was great, and then you seen them go in the back and like battling. That was fucking brilliant, dude. It was like 2 or 3 segments. You see them just rolling past, and then Sammy got punched, and I'm like, oh, of course Sammy's getting brought into it because he's got fuck all to do now. I was like, don't bring Sammy into this as well. Just stay out of Sammy. Come on. This is not a fight you want to be in, buddy.
Yeah, he's a little, he's like the size of Sheamus's leg.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, it was funny as fuck, dude. It's so funny.
Penta and Grayson Waller. That was a pretty entertaining fucking fight, man.
Give props to Grayson Waller, dude. He has
Dude.
got himself into some shape.
You
He
know-
has got himself into some fucking shape.
You know what I loved was when they played a clip and they showed the Becky match at SummerSlam, and Becky had that box of tools, and then when they cut back to Grayson Waller's entrance, and Corey Graves says, "Speaking of tools,"
Yeah.
fuck, I laughed my ass off with
That
that.
was so fucking funny.
But
no, give Grayson Waller his due, man. He kept the pace with Penta.
Yeah, he did, man.
He fucking hit every single mark.
Yeah.
And like I say, the dude is in fucking shape, man. He is in the best shape of his fucking life.
I just love his whole character. He's kind of reminds me of a Chris Jericho, a young Chris Jericho.
Yeah,
What
there's
he used
Grayson. They could do a lot with him. They could do. He has the persona and the personality to be molded and put into whatever box they
Yeah.
want him to, because he is. Dude, I remember watching Survivor and seeing him on Survivor before he was even a wrestler.
Yeah.
And then I remember watching NXT and I was like, I know that guy's face from somewhere. It's like, where do I know his face from somewhere? And that was annoying the shit out of me. So I had to Google like his wrestling name, Grayson Waller. I was like, what, was he in a program or something? I was like, cunt was in Survivor. I was like, that's what I know him from. But yeah, dude I'm a big fan of Grayson Waller.
I like him, yeah.
I'm not glad that Austin Theory's injured by any means. I'm not a big fan of Austin Theory. I think he's a wasted talent. All the talent in the world, just another one that just they don't know what to do with him. He doesn't really have a.
He's
persona.
another one that could easily fit into Seth's faction for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he could do great things. Like Grayson Waller could as well, but like Theory could do great things. It's just the character. They've just not found a character that works for him. Like, it's not like everyone hates him. People just don't care. It's what I got to at the point. Whereas Grayson, people hate him. Like they go out their way to hate him, and that's what you need as a heel. You need that as a heel. People need to go out their way to hate them. The whole thing they're doing with New Day, I fucking love.
Yeah.
Fucking Xavier Woods' hat was fucking top tier. It was fucking brilliant when he came out and he put it on and he was like moving away. It was when Grayson was walked back towards him and he almost hit it and he was like, "Oh fuck, get out of the way!" Fucking way. It's fucking brilliant. But yeah, solid match, man. Really solid match. I've been very impressed. I was impressed with Waller last week again in Raw. I was impressed this week on against Sheamus, and I was impressed this week again against Penta. And Penta looked great as always. Penta's Penta, dude. They need someone with Penta as well, man. He's another one. He's kind of getting lost.
Well, like I said, if there is a draft, you may end up. I don't know. It's hard to say what's going to happen.
Do they send him over there, and then him, Penta, and Andrade start a little faction?
A little Phoenix in there too. Maybe get the Lucha Brothers.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Phoenix, Andrade, and Penta.
Yeah.
Start a little faction going.
But Waller, man.
Waller's brilliant.
Go ahead.
No, that was it. That was it. You're good.
I was just gonna say, when I watch like especially on Raw here, like it kind of just threw me back to Jericho when he was like always tormenting the shit out of Stinko Malenko there.
Malenko, old school Jericho times. Y2J Jericho.
Would he bring the stand up cutout of fucking Malenko out there to interview him?
Fucking brilliant. So good, man.
Yeah. But yeah,
there's a lot they could do with Grayson.
Yeah.
Oh, there's talks about Jericho as well, because Jericho's contract runs out soon.
Yeah, I don't know. Jericho's just so out of shape now, though, man. Like,
dude, have you seen him recently?
Is he toning back up again? Last time I seen him, like he had his gut hanging out of his shirt and shit like that.
Yeah, no, he's not been on AEW for like 4 months.
Well, I know he's been off for a while, but I don't know. Every time I think of Jericho, I just crack up. Like, it doesn't matter what the scenario is. I just crack up because he's such a funny fucker.
Dude, he's fucking hilarious.
I mean, even his podcasts and shit were great, you know?
Yeah.
And he's Canadian. What the fuck? You can't go wrong with that. That'd be cool to see him come back for a little stint.
But yeah, there's just been rumors because his contract runs out pretty soon and he's been completely benched by AEW recently. So there's just been rumors about him possibly coming back. I would love to see him come back more so as just as a character. You know what I mean? What I would love to see is come back and commentate.
Oh fuck
I would love to have Jericho on commentary, dude. It would be fucking Can you imagine Jericho and Booker together?
Oh my god.
Dude, that alone, you don't even need wrestling. Just put them two on together. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Fuck, would that ever be, man?
So fucking funny. But yeah, like I said, there's nothing ever come to it, but there was just rumors. It was about a month ago I started seeing the rumors pop up saying about Jericho possibly making a return to WWE because he's been off and getting into some crazy shape, and AEW's just basically benched him.
Well, let's see what the fuck's happened. Let's see what happens when his contract is expired. Okay, we got the rematch, I guess, with Charlotte and Alexa. Another good match, I thought, with old bobblehead Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel Rodriguez has really been impressing the shit out of me lately too, man. I know you said that I think last podcast, but she's really come out of her own, man. I think she's like we talked about a couple times, you know, when Liv got injured, she took the ball and ran with it.
Yeah, and she's not half fucking run with it, dude.
Yeah,
I tell you.
And this is it's telling a good story with, you know, Roxanne being the one that lost the titles.
Yep. Yeah, it's bringing it all together. To see where this goes. Obviously, Liv's still not due back yet, or else I think we'd have seen her back at this.
Finn mentioned last night about she's come back soon, like in 8 or 9 months.
Yeah.
So I expect she's going to be back pretty quick here, I think. But yeah, another good match. I mean, I think the chemistry with Alexa and Charlotte is awesome, and it's good to see that, like you said, that Charlotte's getting the respect she deserves. And I think that the little teases back and forth with these two is pretty. It's telling a pretty good story, man. I really I'm enjoying it.
Okay. Yeah. 100%, man. So I'm just reading here on ITR Wrestling. It is actually an estimated return timeline of 6 to 8 months from August.
Really, eh?
It's plausible Morgan might make a surprise comeback at the Royal Rumble PLE.
Wow, so it is going to be down the road. Oh.
Yeah, so it could be another 6 to 8 months out. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. They're slow. They're into their long-term storytelling, so they got the time to do it then.
Yeah, and it gives plenty of time for all this to. It's not to say we won't see her come back sooner. Maybe not wrestle, but she still might come back sooner. You know what I mean?
In some capacity, yeah, for sure. Dominic Mysterio and Dragon Lee.
Yeah, it's two guys out of the
Triple A
Triple
Mania match,
Triple Mania match. Yeah.
And
I'm glad to see Dragon Lee getting some time.
Yeah,
I do like Dragon Lee as well.
I like him as well.
He's crazy, man. I'm excited for that.
And
I love how El Grande and all the El Grande Americanos came to say hello.
We got our fourth Americano El Grande Americano here last night too.
So which one is the real El Grande Americano is the question.
Well, he's still injured apparently.
So who are the other two?
Pete Dunne was the second one, or the third one, the one that we showed up last week or whatever. Yeah, and the one that was last night was Tyler Bate.
So was it Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne last night then?
Last night with him, yeah, with
what's his plus Kaiser
Roll.
Kaiser Sose.
Yeah. Interesting.
Okay, so Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, I forgot about them.
Yeah.
See, why are they not getting pushed into the tag team in Raw as well, dude? They're a great tag team.
So the next Andre the Giant Battle Royal is going to be all America.
Grande Americanos.
Yeah.
You know, I can't wait for his Royal Rumble.
Oh fuck yeah!
There's going to be everyone's going to be El Grande Americano. Everyone.
Well, almost.
Just keep the music playing, guys. There's no point changing that fucking Titantron. We know who's out next.
Yeah.
But the match was a good match. AJ also coming at the end to save Dragon Lee, and then almost. What I loved is AJ. He didn't get hit by the boot, but then he threw it at Dom and it hit Dom square in the shin, and you heard Dom go, "Oh fuck," because that shit fucking hurt. You heard the whack in AJ's face, like, "Oh, sorry."
Yeah, that was epic.
Funny.
Yeah, I think anything Dom's in. They're obviously starting to build up the triple mania match, and anything Dom's in is fucking epic. And like you said, great to see Dragon Lee being used as much as he has. And this, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in that AAA match with all these fucking American or El Grande Americanos.
Yeah, it will be. It's I don't really know where they're going with the storyline, but yeah.
Hey, let me dip back.
I don't really know.
Let me just dip back a little bit here. I just had a thought, man. How about what would a Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi match look like?
Dude, it's a match everyone will want to see, but we'll never see.
Yeah,
like that is a match you play on fucking 2K24 and 2K25. You know what I mean? Like it's a dream match. It's a Tyson Ali match. You know what I mean? Like that match. As great as it would fucking be, I don't think we'll ever see that shit. I don't think
it would be cool though.
I don't think Brock's sticking around long enough for that.
No, I agree with you on that. I think it's just
but it would be fucking amazing, man. What a call! See, I didn't even think of that match. Now all I'm going to think about going is how good would that fucking match be? We'll never.
It would be
awesome. Thanks for that,
dude. Yeah. No, I think that'd be a good one too for sure. But like you said.
Yeah, I hope we'll see Brock face someone else and have a little bit of a thing with someone else other than Roman Reigns. For the love of God, don't bring Roman into Brock because that shit's been done far too much. Like you said, Gunther would be great. It'd be great to fucking see, dude, if they pull it off. But I don't know. I've got a feeling Brock will be around with Cena, and then that'll be it.
Yeah,
I don't think he's sticking around.
Makes perfect sense, man. I think I agree with you on that for sure. Nikki Bella,
but we never know.
And Becky did a promo. Becky cut a good promo again.
Becky cut a phenomenal promo again, dude.
Yeah, she's awesome. You can't deny she's definitely one of the best. She's still, I mean, she's got the crowd behind her, but nothing like Rhea and stuff like that. But what do you do?
Yeah, I mean, it's.
Rhea
is a fucking once in a generation talent. Like that's one of these ones that you could do whatever you want. You ain't going to top it. It doesn't matter what she does. Like even when the height of Judgment Day were at their fucking worst, everybody loved Rhea still. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Didn't stop it. So yeah, like I say, but Becky's like, I think Becky's all round is in the best performances of her career so far.
Oh, big time.
When it comes to wrestling, promo cutting, everything, it's just been fucking great. Their new music, dude. Their new music fucking hits good.
I love that new intro. Yeah,
it's fucking great. Like it's
more
away
from Def Rebel.
It's more raw, away from that. Like, don't get me wrong, our old intro was great. Like that was that, but it was like one of these ones. But this new one, dude, they've done a good job on it, a really good job on it.
Well, it wasn't Def Rebel, that's why.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hey, going back to another thing too, talking about Brock again here. What was kind of funny, I don't know if you caught it, the post show, and they were interviewing Triple H out there, and the crowd started chanting, "We want Cross. We want Cross." And Triple H turns around and goes, "Well, you want Brock, you got him."
Yeah.
Now, was that a fucking stab in the back, or was that like he legitimately didn't hear it properly?
No, I just think he just wanted to brush it off and didn't want to address
that's why they canceled the media scrums. They didn't want any questions fielded at all about Brock.
Yeah.
So that's why they cut off the media scrum, which is one of the first times they've done that, and they just didn't want any questions asked about Brock at all. There was a couple things mentioned by the post-show crew, but it was just about him being back, and that was it.
Yeah, because they knew if they had the scrum, then it was all going to be about like the legal side of what's been going on.
Exactly,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
It was going to be nothing about the wrestling. It was going to be about what's your stance on this, and so said this, and what happens about this, and they're like, look,
and that's when
we're here to talk about wrestling.
That's just
and only
it.
Wrestling.
And that's when Triple H, when they were fielding those couple questions to him, but it was more so about just him appearing, right? It wasn't anything to do with the backstory behind it. Mm-hmm. And Triple H just said, "Hey, man, this is John's deal. He's going out the way he wants to go out.
Yep.
Whatever John wants, we're going to try our best to get." And that's basically how he left it.
That's the way it should be, dude.
Yeah.
Like Cena's put the time in to deserve to go out the way he wants, not by the way the writers decide. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Which was seen on the Unreal thing as well. Like we've seen it that Trips had these ideas, but you would go to Cena, you would go to Cody, you would go here, there, and everywhere, and they would all talk about it, and then they would then bounce ideas off each other, and then they would all come to an agreement. It wasn't them going, right, we're making you do this, we're making you do this.
Oh yeah, there's no way they could do that to Cena after what he's put in, man. There's no way. He's got full creative control of this whole retirement.
Well, and not just that, Triple H has got far too much respect for him to even think about doing that. He's like, right, well, yeah, whatever Cena wants, if he doesn't like it, it's not getting done. Because I trust him. He's been here 20 years. He's carried this fucking company, you know what I mean?
Goldberg gets a 15-minute spot for a retirement, and Cena gets a whole year, It tells you the story. Exactly.
It tells you everything. Well, it's the first ever time a wrestler's had anything like this for a retirement.
Yeah.
No wrestlers had this for a retirement before.
No, it's always been a quick in and out.
It's been a one final match that's been done up in the space of a couple months.
Except in Ric Flair's case, there was 8 or 9 of them, wasn't there?
Well, I was going to say Flair's retired about 18 times now. He'll probably, to be fair, that's probably Flair he's fighting in his last fucking match. Wouldn't be fucking surprised. Flair put on the old red tights again.
Imagine, holy fuck, man.
I really don't want to. But yeah, it just tells you everything you need to know about Cena as a person that he is. And also, you've seen that on the Unreal thing that he had to turn back because it was affecting all of his outside stuff, like his Make-A-Wish stuff and all that shit as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's a big thing. Everyone knows that Cena's done, he's done 50 times more Make-A-Wish things than any other wrestler ever has.
Yeah.
It's something ridiculous.
He's way
something
up
absolutely ridiculous. And it was all that stuff, and outside of his wrestling career, it was things were affecting because of the turn and stuff like that. So yeah, we knew it was never going to last forever, and yeah, it's great to see that.
I think it's very, very cool how it's going out. Yeah, I agree. I like
everything has been made sense, and nothing's been like that's kind of dog shit. You know what I mean?
Well, even the fallout from WrestleMania, and all this bullshit with The Rock and all that crap, and that his heel turn doesn't make sense, and this and that. They've pulled it full circle, and they've made it make sense. Which is it's commendable. And I'm glad to see that he's going to go out as the fans remember him, as he's always been, and he deserves it. And I think it's admirable that he's going out the way he is. I think it's very cool, man. It's neat to see it. So I'm glad we're in this time where we get to witness that.
Yeah, 100%. Man.
All right, main event: Seth Rollins and LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a great. Pierce did a great job of that LA Knight, and he called it, and it fucking the fans reacted. I was like, go on yourself, Pierce. Go on yourself, son. You're doing a good job.
Pierce was on fire last night, man.
Dude, Pierce is coming to his own. Pierce is becoming a fucking force. Yeah. He is.
I like him.
He's good, and I think as well he's got a lot. Well, him and Aldous have a lot on the side of creation. Oh, speaking of creation, how good was it to see Chris Park? I did not know Chris Park was the lead on the match calling. Abyss.
No shit.
That was him, Chris Park. The big guy who was talking.
Yeah. I didn't even pay much attention to that.
And he was thingied with thingy. Like, he was like, "Oh shit, did I do that right?" And he was like, "No, you're fine. I know it went over." And he was like dead apologetic and shit. It's fucking Abyss.
Abyss, yeah. Well, I knew Chris Park was Abyss, but I just didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice
realize that was Chris Park. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, hold on a minute. So they've got, because I looked at it and I was like, so you got Bobby Roode, you got Abyss. I was like, you got all the TNA boys from back in the day when TNA was on fire here in the back. No wonder shit's going good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great to see Abyss in the back, fucking doing his stuff, man.
Yeah.
Fucking good old Chris Parker. He was just he's doing the match calling, he's doing the timing, he's getting everything, he's telling the refs what to do here, there, and there.
Well, isn't he's involved with that LFG too, right?
Yeah, he's involved in that as well.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I think that's pretty cool, like you said, to see those old faces back there helping the talent that's out now. You know.
Well, what's great is it's all former professional wrestlers they've got doing it, which is the number one play because they know how, like, to do it. Because end of the day, what fucking they're doing is they're calling the matches to say, right. Because when you watch him, you seen Chris Park going, right, he's going to transition into this here in a couple seconds, so make sure you go camera 2. And then they transition into that. And he's like, right, he's going to now go do this. He sees what the wrestlers' moves are going to be doing next. Because they're not calling it move by move. They're just calling it play by play.
Yeah.
But he knows, because he's been doing it for so long and he's got that mind, he's like, right, he's away to go do this, go to camera 7. And it's like, how do you know he's away to do that? It's like, this is fucking, like, it was so good to fucking see, like, the little shit like that on the documentary.
I'm gonna have to watch that back, man. Yeah.
And it was really fucking
like, I remember those parts. I didn't recognize that it was Chris Park. Yeah.
Well, it took me a second I was like, hold on a minute, that's Chris. That's Abyss. What the fuck? He's the last guy I thought would be in the back.
And that's the same thing when I was watching LFG. I was like, wait a second, that's fucking Abyss.
Yeah, and what a wrestler and career Abyss had. I was actually watching. There's a thing on YouTube, and it's the full story of Abyss's career. It's like 3 hours long. It's been released by TNA. TNA do this for, like, they've done it with Aces and Eights. That was a great fucking little documentary.
I think I've seen some of those. Yeah.
But they've just released one on Abyss, dude, and I've started watching it, and it takes you back from the very start where he first came into TNA, and it just takes you through play-by-play of his career. And it's
cool.
I've not watched it all yet, but they're always good. They're always good, those TNA
I'll have to
things.
Watch them, yeah.
But yeah, it was cool to see that he does the play-by-play, he does the calls and shit like that, and like I say, it's all former wrestlers there, like Hurricane Helms. Hurricane Helms is there, dude. Fucking
I've seen him. I've seen him back there.
He's there. So it was him, Bobby, Chris Park. There was another TNA guy there as well. Can't remember who it was. Fuck knows. But yeah, it was great to see all these guys from back in the day, and they're still getting kept in the business, which is the best thing. You know what I mean? They're still getting to get involved and not have to be in the ring.
Yeah.
At like 55, 60 is their only way they can still stay in the business.
Using their minds.
Yeah, they're like, Triple H knows. I mean, Triple H is a former fucking one of the best wrestlers of all time. You know,
they got a great team, man. Like like you said, it's no wonder shit's going, going the right way. I mean, yeah, it's a little lackluster here and there, and some lazy writing and stuff like that. But you know what? Overall, it's still the top company out there. There's no one coming close to them. You know?
No. I mean, it's wrestling being run by wrestlers, which is the way it should be.
Yeah.
Because who knows the sport better and the business better than the people who were in it, in the ring, dealing with it all.
Yeah.
What I did notice though, I don't know if you noticed this, but I don't know if this was meant because of the Unreal thing came out, but in the tag team match of the women's championship, did you notice you were hearing the ref make a lot of calls to them?
Yeah.
Like, you heard her going to Raquel going, leave her, to let go of Charlotte so she can go tag in Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
And you seen Raquel drop the leg and go back to her corner. And then you seen her going to Charlotte going, tagging Alexa.
Yeah.
Before you go out the ring. And she'd done the quick tag, then went out the ring. And I'm like, are we meant to be seeing this? Because you just like announced on Unreal that like it's the refs that give all the...
Yeah.
It was strange because you never ever hear the refs blatantly call that before, like make
No.
calls. I've never
Except for
seen or heard the ref.
except for COVID when they were wrestling in that arena with full of screens.
in the arena with the full screen. There was no noise. You heard everything.
You
know
can
what I mean?
hear everything, but
You heard fucking everything. But I mean, like to hear it so clear and see her do it, I was like, this is weird because they just announced on Unreal, which a lot of people might not have known, that there was the refs that would call the matches and keep them going. Basically, the refs were the directors of matches, basically. So I don't know if that was like a play on that, but it was very strange because I've never seen it before in
I thought it was
like a
kind of
live match. Because it was so blatant,
and
I'm like, "Oh,
I was saying, fuck, you
some,
can hear 'em.
either somebody's fucked up badly because our mic shouldn't be on, or
purpose.
you've purposefully put this in place to show that no, this is how we do it. We're not just saying this is how we do it. This is how we do it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I just thought I'd bring that up because I was when I was watching, I was like, oh, that's a bit weird.
Yeah. Anyways, this main event, not a bad match. LA Knight and Seth beating the shit out of each other, and then in comes Punk and ruins the fucking party.
Yeah, he was always gonna.
And then we get Mr. Reigns come out at the end, which he ends up getting fucking pummeled again.
After the credits come up again, they're doing this whole thing of make sure you don't fucking leave when the credits are gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which I like. I like how they're leaving shit running after the credits. To make sure people are watching to the bitter end, you know what I mean? Which is quite nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fine. Like I say, I was surprised that Jay didn't come out when Roman was getting tsunami'd the fuck on.
Yeah, there's going to be something to be said there, in a story wise. I mean, it makes sense. I never really thought about it that way until you mentioned it, but
yeah, it's just weird that, like you say, like you brought up the whole Roman saving Jay a couple times, but then Jay being a no-show whatsoever at the show when Roman's getting his ass fucking handed to him.
Yeah, maybe Roman's going to say, fuck, I'm doing it all or whatever, and you're not pulling your weight or whatever.
I thought we were family or whatever. I think there's going to be, like you say, a long burner of this come out and it'll be Jay against Roman.
Yeah, makes sense.
Just, again, to keep both of them relevant, not in title picture, because end of the day, I can't see them being. Well, Jay's not going to be a title picture anytime soon because he's way down the pecking order now with that fucking heavyweight championship.
Oh fuck yeah,
he is way down the line.
Yeah, they've kind of put that on the back burner for sure. One thing though that came to mind, like when at the beginning of the show when Seth was doing his promo and LA Knight came out, I was like, is LA Knight going to be the fourth fucking guy?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking way that, like on main event when Seth got injured and then, they called the audible for LA Knight to do the BFT and get the pin. And then LA Knight was looking just as pissed off as Seth was. So I was wondering, is LA Knight going to be the fucking fourth? But then when he challenged him to the match, I was okay. I was just drifting off there for a bit or something.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it could have. I mean, yeah. At this point, dude, nothing is. Anything's on the table when it comes to fucking WWE at the moment. Like,
well, it could have been something relevant for fucking LA Knight too, because it's almost like they don't know what the fuck to do with them.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many wrestlers right now, dude, that are in limbo. So many that are in limbo because, like I say, they've got such a stacked top tier fucking roster. There's so many wrestlers that are world title wrestlers. So many of them.
Yeah.
And a lot of them you can't really put in intercontinental pictures because it makes no sense. They have to be in a title picture. It's going to have to be the world title. So this is where.
So what do you think for Clash in Paris? You thinking like CM Punk, Roman Reigns, LA Knight against the Vision, and maybe that's where we get our fourth member?
Yeah, that's definitely going to be. That might even, I don't know, because it might even be next week, dude. They might put Seth in a title match for Clash in Paris.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it depends if Cody's going to have a title match or not. Because I know Cody's going to be there. Well, if Cody's going to be there, he must have a title match. So yeah, maybe they'll do the 3-on-3, and then Cody's a title match. Because I don't think they'll have both titles on the line in Clash in Paris.
No.
So yeah,
we got to think about Perth too. Perth coming up too. That's going to be a massive one.
Yeah, when's that?
October.
So that's going to be a roundup before
Survivor
Series, which will then. So whatever happens there, will set up fucking War Games and figure out who's in that. Yeah, because you've got.
I mean, I can't see them dragging out a triple tag for very long, a one and done sort of thing. So maybe you're right. Maybe it will be next week.
Yeah, because I've got a feeling you're going to get.
I think it'll be Clash in Paris, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Because they're not gonna. They don't want to put a big title match on a B-rated PLE. I don't think.
No. Because next week you're going to get. My guess is you're going to get Dragon Lee and AJ against Grande Americano and Dom. Yeah, I think that'll be a tag team match next week. Because then you've got 3 of the 4 in the AAA main event in a match.
Yeah, because they're set up because it'll be the week after that they're in Mexico.
Yeah. So I could see them doing that. Maybe
a spot by Vikingo here too.
And also, what are the odds of AJ showing up and doing over Dom at AAA's Triple Mania?
Shit, yeah, that's a good thought.
How big a pop would AJ Styles get?
Oh fuck!
At fucking Triple Mania, dude. Could you fucking imagine?
That'd be sick, man. You might be on to
anything's on the cards. This is the thing, we don't know.
They're making it less predictable, which is great, man. I mean, there's still a few things here that's pretty predictable, but you know what? For the most part, it could go either way. Like that's Solo Sikoa and Fatu cage match.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Anyways, well, that pretty much wraps up the weekend, man. And what a weekend it was. Overall, kudos to everybody involved for the entertainment that they gave us, man. I think it was probably one of the best SummerSlams that I can remember for a long time.
Yeah, without a doubt, dude. Sorry, I was just looking up. AJ did wrestle in AAA. I thought he did.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, 2011, 2013. He was in AAA. So he was in AAA for a while. So yeah.
You know what I got a kick out of too is when Stephanie came out the ring and announced the 2-night total and said that it's the largest attendance in SummerSlam history. I was like, well, duh. It's 2 nights, you fucking bozo.
Yeah. Come on now. Do the maths, love. I'd be worried if it wasn't the biggest fucking attendance in SummerSlam history.
Yeah.
Like, you know what's going to happen? See, next year, that's going to be the biggest attendance in SummerSlam history. I'm calling it right now. I'm doing a year call right now.
Oh my god. You got my virus or what?
Oh, no, I just Googled how big the Indianapolis Colts stadium is, and it's bigger, so it's fine.
Oh, huge.
Yeah.
Indianapolis, that's right. They did mention that.
Going home to old fucking Pat's fucking ground again, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, great fucking weekend, dude. Great weekend of wrestling. Overall, one of the better PLE weekends we've had in a while.
They had to. They had to pull this one out of the hat and make it, after all the flack they took from WrestleMania. And just from top to bottom, like I said, the cage match and a couple other spots, but overall, very entertaining.
Yeah.
Big shockers on both nights. Wow, that wasn't quite a shocker on with Seth cashing in, but it was still the way that he did it was a bit of a shock.
Yeah, it was a great story.
Yeah, it sure was, man. But anyways, look forward to SmackDown on Friday night to see what the fuck comes out of that.
Yep.
And maybe we'll even have some NXT to talk about next week here because we're recording this on Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening for Pi.
Yeah, I'll watch NXT tomorrow because you've got Javon Evans trying to get into the title picture now with Obafemi, but then Trick's still kicking about as well. So we're going to see a return of a triple threat match, maybe both titles on the line. Like,
Maybe, that'd be cool.
A lot happening down there for sure.
Yeah, I'll be watching that tonight for sure. Did you? When was the last time you got your haircut?
Like last week. Why?
Well, so you're not a hair pie anymore.
No, I'm not. The hair's short now, dude. I got cut off.
Fuck, I love you, bro. I'm missing Sonny.
Jackass.
I'm missing Sonny and Hamish, man. We got to get together for that one of these days soon.
Yeah, without a doubt, dude. Without a fucking doubt.
All right, guys. Well, thanks. Hey, thanks very much for taking time to listen to us spew out our bullshit. And we'll be back hopefully next week with another one. We'll see what the hell happens with this Brock and Cena thing. That's going to be exciting, man.
Yeah, I can't wait, dude. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome, man.
All right, guys. Until next time, just be safe. Look after each other. We'll catch you on the next one.
See ya.